sketty.
Less sketty. Alright, so last time, previously on Dungeons and Dragons, previously on Dur and Dur, previously on what sort of chaos have we caused this time? Let's see. The birthday party was had, and views were exchanged on Denoto's goals, and seems like people were on board, and then everyone went to sleep with bellies full of cake and ice cream and beverage. And then upon waking, there was the sound of commotion at the docks, where it looks like the Doomstriders had been accosting a drunken shark person because they rammed their ship into the pier. The drunken shark person was trying to offer that wasn't fair, that they were arresting everyone that was traveling down that pier that day. And soon after, the guise was dropped, and it turned out that they were all pirates. Big surprise. And then a melee ensued as all of the pirates came out of their hiding and started looting and beating the crap out of everybody, causing the merchants to run toward inland as the Doomstriders came in, and then King arrived to help out the group and the Doomstriders, and seemingly... not seemingly, and then outnumbered, the captain, the shark person, Captain Sarusi, retreated back into his ship, and then Xalia set it on fire. While while the other group headed north, following Zoaz, as Zoaz realized he has a mission to protect something.
You forgot about Sharkman getting chain stabbed.
Everywhere he looked. Everywhere he looked, there was Xalia just stabbing him in the back of the gut. King crit him through disadvantage.
Yeah.
In the dark.
Through slurpy dark tentacles. Can't see tentacles and eyes. King just smacks him across the face, bops him on the nose.
Doc's haunted.
Doc's hunted. Cock's flail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
And then
honestly, I messed up and down in the verb of that sentence.
Okay.
I mean,
I didn't hear, but I'm going to laugh anyways if I did. Alright, so the ship is on fire because Burning Hands just ignites things that are flammable, just no questions asked. And it is very rapidly catching to more things. The other group, Zoaz, Chuman, and Pastiche, have left the scene. Twig is hot on their heels, but casting a wary glance over his shoulder. Makayla is getting suplexed by a pirate. And we'll start off with Xalia. You have just lit the ship on fire. You look behind you, you see King, like he's casting a glance at you every once in a while to make sure that you are also not on fire, but he seems to be fussing and tending to the fallen Doomstriders, placing his hands on each of them, glowing for a moment, and you can see the inhale of gasping for breath as they are no longer dead. And you know that Captain Sarusi fled below decks, and you are there on the pier with the creaking of the wood, the ship's falling apart. There's the burning of the fire on the sail, and people are shouting, screaming. What would you like to do?
Xalia is going to watch her handiwork for a little bit, just kind of seeing if he's going to come out.
It's quite a sight.
And also, it's also it's a pretty fire. It's nice to look at. Afterwards, she's going to kind of just flick around to look at King and also make sure the fire isn't spreading past the ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a moment to see how good this fire is. All right, fire's
Not
good for
very.
now. The fire seems to be mostly contained on the big, huge galleon of a ship for now. You cast a glance back at King, and he nods at you for a moment. He seems occupied with the people that are on the ground. He's even fussing over the pirate people that were slain as well. And perhaps a moment later, you hear some heavy stomps, bom bom on wood, and Captain Cerusi reemerges on the deck. He's looking around. He's got like some kind of like weird device in his hand. It looks like kind of like a plunger. Oh, sorry, not like a bathroom plunger, but like a cylinder with a plunger like in it, where he could press with his thumb, that kind of thing. And of course, in his other hand, he's got a spear that you have already seen. It is the blue spear with the sea monster fins going everywhere on it. That seems to have the ability to turn into water and choke people. That's not good. He looks around. My ship's on fire! He looks at you, Xalia, just admiring your handiwork. Then he levers his
Can I
spear.
just violently magic missile him?
Yes, you can. While he is wilding out over his fire, you can just magic missile him. You can see that he's bloodied. He maybe like went and washed his face or something. But overall, he is very hurt. 10 damage. Ugh. Give me a. How does your magic missile look? He's still alive, but he did not like that one bit.
It's just a blindsided barrage to the back of the neck and head.
Pew, pew, pew. He takes the blows, just surprised by it all, and then he just like spins from the force hitting him, and then he looks around. You! And he levers the spear at you one more time. You take some note, and as he's doing it, he does seem like he's out of breath. He's heaving, he's raggedy. There's slash marks everywhere. He's got some big, gnarly looking bruises from when he got beat the crap out of by a giant flail. But he's going to attack you now, so go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh no.
You stopped him from sucking the fire off his ship.
Oh,
This is what you wanted.
All right. He jumps, he takes a running leap off of the burning ship and lands on the pier. The pier kind of wobbles and shakes and sways in the water and the waves. And as he steadies himself, you have a brief moment to assail him before he collects himself and comes at you.
Alia's just gonna kind of walk up to him, like slow stride. Right, like he looks really beat up, right?
Yeah, he's not good. in the words of a famous person, he's looking pretty rough.
Point blank.
Oh no!
Angled up to not hit the pier, but
Okay.
just like walk right up to him, stick her hand out. Fuck you.
All right. Well,
He's taller than Xalia, right?
Yeah.
yeah, he's. How tall is Xalia in her current form?
She's about 5'6"-ish, 5'5".
He is probably a size and a half. He is a Xalia and a half. Dude's big.
Yeah.
He's gonna make a dexterity save. Go ahead and roll damage.
I don't know how to move. I don't know how to position that properly,
Oh, don't
so
worry
it's
about it.
pointed at him. Yeah.
The point blank shiny finger. Let's go.
Ooh.
All right.
All right, roll good.
Damage.
46.
That
Is
is
this
pretty
at
good.
second level?
That would be 8 damage.
Are you using a second level slot for that?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Tell me how you win. Tell me how you become the new captain of the ship. That's it. He had 3 HP left.
Get owned.
Well, I'd have to roll really bad not to win that one.
Yep. Burning Hands always does damage.
Yeah, that's why I picked it. Like I said, she just kind of walks up, sticks her hands out, point blank,
Okay.
and as the fire dies down, there's not much left of him.
A
Got
gout,
him, nerd.
a gout of burning flame comes from your hand, Xalia. It courses around him. He is a man immolated. He's just the fire going up, like those Vine videos, those clips of just the man on fire flailing their arms. He's falling all over the pier. He's screaming, "I'm on fire! Put me out!" And he tries to find the end of the pier where he can just jump into the water and put himself out, but the damage is done, and he very rapidly loses oxygen, and he is effing dead, and he falls onto the pier. The fire dies out, and you have made a fish fry.
He's gonna take his spear and walk away.
Alright. He falls, the spear falls onto the clatters to the pier. What am I in? There we go. Dead. The spear clatters to the ground. The little metal plunger cylinder device also clatters to the pier.
He's gonna take that too.
Okay. The rest of his body is pretty singed. So you just take those two things?
Yeah, she doesn't really care to search for him. She's gonna
Okay.
nod at King and then start trying to catch up with everyone else.
Alright. So you have... Let's see here. Let me give you a spear. One moment. So go ahead and put, like, metal plunger device thingy in your inventory.
Okay.
I don't actually have a thing for that. And in your
Okay.
inventory is also a spear. Fin spear.
You have plunger contraption.
Yeah. And yeah, King looks up at you, nods. Oh, that was. He says some compliment, but it's lost over the melee, and you dart off towards the north. He seems to be gesturing, directing you towards the rest of your party.
He's just gonna give him a nod, like she's still brandishing the spear. She doesn't know how to hold it, but she's still holding it.
You're a fearsome sight. Alright, let's see, on the other end of the docks. Batman cut. Let's see. Chuman, Zoaz, and Pastiche. You guys are running, following Zoaz. You can hear just this chorus of shrieks as this cacophony of pirate, raid, skirmish on the dock ward of Port City Tenuto. For some reason, the waves are super high as well, and they're crashing into the shore. There's water all over the docks and pier. The sound of screaming fills the air as there's this stampede of merchants fleeing, hot on their heels by pirates. Doomstriders are engaging them in melee, just buffeting them back, trying to keep them from entering the city proper. As you're running, you can see just this rows upon rows of warehouses. The doors are hanging open, windows are smashed. You guys are running towards the dock. Anything in particular as you are running that you would like to do or say? You're through it all together.
Nothing for me.
Okay.
Same.
Zoaz is going to be like quietly muttering to himself, like you can't hear it, but he's the entire time he's like like he's angry.
Yes, can barely hear Zoaz muttering to himself frustratedly. As just a bit ahead, you can see a fish-faced pirate ahead. He seems to be harrying a merchant. He punches the lizard merchant in the face, and they just wobble and spin to the ground. And looks like the Sahajin dude is pillaging the dude he just knocked unconscious. You can see this as you're running. You're maybe about 60 feet away. As you run up to them, what would you like to do? You can ignore them too. You don't have to do anything. The Sahajin looks up at you and kind of snarls. Seems to be readying himself.
You said he's like attacking someone, right?
He just punched the lights out of a lizard man merchant.
Yeah. Zoaz is going to Sacred Flame him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll initiative. Because he sees you and he's about to fight.
And in the midst of that, Chuman is actually going to use his hand axe, but he's going to use the backhand of it.
You're about 60 feet away, so you would have to throw it.
Oh, okay.
Have we gained a Makayla? We have.
Makayla is unsuplexed.
Here, let me
well,
make some adjustments to the next map, and I'll just bring you here. So that way the the initiative's on the correct screen.
right.
Oh, I forgot the preload, so you'll be loading in. But when you get here, go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay. Super sorry, by the way.
I'm assuming it's right here.
You're really quiet, actually. It's hard to hear you.
Yeah, you're very quiet. Your voice sounds a little bit different too. Did you get a new mic?
For me, or
No, Vince.
But anyway,
okay.
Keep going. So just Chuman, Pastiche, and Zoaz. So Pastiche and Zoaz, go ahead and roll a
How
initiative.
about now?
Yeah.
I turned you up, so you're audible.
Well, okay. I think it's not using the right mic.
Okay.
Dang.
This Sahagin. Oh, here. Well, is this 60 feet? Oh my goodness, it's perfect.
Are these two supposed to be dead?
Yeah, they're dead.
Okay. Just making sure.
Okay. So, this is the Sahagin here. This is the dude that he just punched out. The Sahagin is going to... let's see here. He's gonna jump in the water. You can still see him, but he's jumping in the water, and then he is now in his home turf. Look out! He's going to... he looks like he's prepared. He's swimming. He's treading water. He's snarling at you, taunting you. And go ahead and Chuman. You can see like the head of this Sahagin in the water. He is flanked by sharks, also in the water, and also fish. Nice and little fluffy, colorful tropical fish.
Right. Let's see. We're gonna actually try and shoot him out of the water.
Okay, go ahead. This attack is at disadvantage.
Okay.
12. A 12. The arrow goes. He ducks under the water for a bit, and the arrow collides with the water. Immediately loses all of its momentum, and it is now floating there. Miss.
Let's see. I'm gonna move closer,
Okay.
and that's gonna be it.
Well, as a reminder, since you use the attack action, your Gloomstalker ability, Dread Ambush, lets you have an extra attack.
Right. I'm not gonna use that though.
It is a free attack with no drawbacks.
It would use my arrow again, right?
That's correct. There is
Yeah,
a
right.
drawback. It will use your arrow.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead. Zoaz, would you still like to Sacred Fire this dude?
Yeah. Though Zoaz is going to like continue running, so he's gonna end up about here.
Okay.
So like, he runs past and swings his shotel down, and with the arc of his shotel, a flame radiance descends from the heavens
Okay.
and lands directly on this dude's forehead.
Yeah, it actually does. It blasts him in the face, and he was already quite hurt, and that actually knocks him out.
Perfect. Distract.
Ignore the 33 there, but yeah, he was already hurt, and now you can see the blood from his wounds from the water are all out. And going to Pastiche, what would you like to do to wrap up the round?
Keep running.
Alright, you were running. At this time, you guys see a little bit ahead. We're going to stay on the map. We're just going to kind of like shift it a bit. And then you see ahead a young villager-looking person. As you get closer, you can see a few of the hawk motifs on their clothing, and they're just wearing this blood-stained Dunestrider robe. They scream an incantation, calling a burst of golden flame down on another pirate, which is these people that are dead. And as you arrive, she turns to you, clearly frightened and shaken, but very steadfast, and she calls out, "Are any of you wounded? Sorry, hello. The Dunestriders need help up ahead. We saw a group of pirates go into the dock, into the warehouse. I can't get close enough to help them, but if you help them, I'll heal you." She beckons to you and kind of like hobbles towards you. She's clearly wounded in the leg.
Zoaz says, "Indeed, we are on our way. Are you not hurt yourself? Should you not attend to your own wounds?"
"I will, but I think I wrapped up everything here. I've got some people around the other side of this house." She's out of breath, but you can tell she's been doing a lot of fighting. "I've got some people on the other side of this house that I am taking ward over."
Zoaz nods and approaches her.
Okay.
He is indeed wounded.
Alright. The lovely lady with orange curly hair, takes out her double-bladed scimitar staff, and then just kind of lays the flat of the blade against you, and will heal you.
In the middle of this, Chuman is catching up.
There you go, 8. Okay.
Many thanks.
Yes, of course. She looks over at your two companions. Please, that way. And as she points off into a northern direction, let's see here. Pastiche, your incredible alertness sees a shadowy face, a shadowy figure peer out from around a building up ahead, and they aim a crossbow in you guys' general direction. And somebody rolls initiative. They go after you. So what would you like to do? You can see this person aiming a crossbow in your direction. It seems to be trained on the Dunestrider ahead of you. The Dunestrider, by the way, looks very hurt.
Zoaz is going to do his best to put himself between...
Zoaz and Chuman do not see this.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Only Pastiche, because of how alert he is remaining. It's a surprise round.
Gotcha.
Pastiche is going to point at this Dunestrider and whisper to them, "Watch out."
Okay. The Dunestrider is going to use their reaction to realize with their Dunestrider training that this is not some kind of crazy spooky thing, and they will immediately lurch themselves to the ground, and they are now prone, as if they are indeed watching out. Then right after you, this pirate down the way lets loose a crossbow bolt with disadvantage because of the message that Pastiche gave the Doomstrider. Wow, yeah, terrible. Good job. Rolled a 14 and a 2. Shoutouts to disadvantage. Good work.
Let's go.
That first one was absolutely going to hit her. Yeah, so the Doomstrider throws herself to the ground right as a crossbow bolt sails over them and lodges itself into one of the warehouses. Now, wide-eyed, everyone looks down the way at this tabaxi-looking pirate as they move back behind the house, out of sight. Chuman, what would you like to do?
Let's see. Chuman is going to try. I don't have any extra movement. Can I... If I am concealed right here, will he be able to see me if he peeks back out?
You can, like, duck behind the cart and stuff, and then get out of... You can certainly get out of line of sight, but if you would like to hide and not make your presence known, then that is an action.
Okay.
Just being there, they won't have a clear line of sight at you.
Right.
But but to
I'm
actually hit in, you'll need to hide.
Right. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna ready.
You can only do one action. So if you're hiding,
Yep.
it's an action. If you are readying an action, it's an action.
Okay.
But just being there, you are breaking line of sight. So like they can't just shoot you, but they know you're there. Is what it is.
Right. I'm gonna ready an arrow. So if he steps out, I react and fire.
Okay, cool.
Let's do that. And that's it.
Zoaz, pew, crossbow bolt right in front of you from the north.
Zoaz is going to run as far ahead as he can, but he's going to try to stay, like, within, like, cover of this building, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, he's not stepping out into view of where the crossbowman was, or where the crossbow bolt came from.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Pastiche. Your plan succeeded. The Doomstrider's on the ground. They look like... Oh, Dave should probably... they're gonna roll initiative.
Nice.
He wanted his 14 back.
What would you like to do, Pastiche?
Pastiche is gonna dash towards the north,
Hiya!
right next to Zoaz,
Okay.
and give the Doomstrider a little nod on the way past.
Okay. You've got a little bit of movement left, I think.
I do.
Okay.
Oops. Heckin'. There we go.
Alright. This Tabaxi is going to peek back around, crossbow bolt levered, and then get shot by Chuman.
Not on my watch.
Yikes, 16. Yeah, it hits.
Not happening.
Go ahead and roll damage. Yikes, 9 damage. That hurts a lot. This Tabaxi takes a giant longbow arrow to the shoulder, the crossbow bolt knocking from their hands, and they stagger back a little bit, holding their wound, and then quickly assess the number of people that the Tabaxi's against, the number of people that the Tabaxi is, and then leaves. Exits stage north. You guys are alone again. Probably about this time, Mr. Twig enters the fray, and also Ms. Kayla.
Miss Kayla.
Miss Kayla, let's go.
You guys are now arrived. You can see Chuman a little bit ahead of you in a battle pose in front of the cart. You can see a Dunestrider with curly orange hair on the ground picking themselves up, and Zoaz and Pastiche up ahead. At this time, the Dunestrider is going to call out to the people that just passed. Thank you. Please help them as much as you can. And then she is also going to depart and go back to the people that she mentioned. And enter the fray elsewhere.
Is this still considered combat? Should I roll initiative or something?
Nah, you guys are good.
Cool. Question. Can I use his crossbow for my arrows?
No. Crossbows shoot bolts, and they are a different type of projectile than arrows.
Alright, then I'll take it for a different reason.
They're tinier, yeah.
I mean, you do get, I guess, right? Because this combat ended, so you can get like half your arrows back, right? Or is that only on like
Half the used arrows back, I think.
yeah?
If you take the time to search.
Yeah, if I take the time to search, but I haven't done that.
I regret to tell you that tabaxi took the arrow in their shoulder with them because it was still in them. So you can't have that back.
Oh right, yeah, right.
Yeah, it's that, and the other one's floating in the water.
Yeah. If you want, you can jump in the water, take a dip if you really want to. As your party members are leaving you behind.
I'm gonna take the crossbow.
Okay.
I have different uses for that.
Okay, go ahead. It was a light crossbow, so go ahead and add a light crossbow to your inventory. It has one bolt already in it. That never got to be fired.
Amazing.
Alright, as you guys are going, running towards the next dock warehouse. Let's see here. Probably around this area. This is just like another marquee of you guys running through the docks. So we'll move you all around here, the north section of this dock. This docks action. Zoop. Let's see. Probably at this time, Xalia, you would arrive on the southern section of this dock. You guys are running.
She's not at all in a hurry, but she has shaped her decision slightly to make herself a bit fishier to match the sphere.
Okay. Xalia is power walking. And also a little fishier. As you guys are moving towards the where the Dunestrider pointed, there's a warehouse in front of you where the doors are hanging open, the windows are smashed. Dun dun dun. Let's see here. Oops, that's not it. 2 pirates leap out of the smashed window, clutching various art objects in their slimy hands. It seems like these broke off to do a little bit of raiding, a little bit of looting. They look at you, they don't like you, and they start attacking you. Go ahead and roll initiative. As they clutch like this, one of them has a hammer that it looks like it looks freshly smashed against something. It's clutching this vase, this nice looking clay vase with different patterns engraved in it. The other one has a bunch of jewelry clutched in one of its in its offhand. And then Zoaz, take it away. As these Sahagin are snarling at you. They smell the blood in the air, they're ready. They appear to be super fresh. Because they went straight to looting instead of fighting.
So using one of my features, could I use heroism and then also use a cantrip, or is that not an option?
Is heroism castable as a bonus action?
It is one action.
No, you may not.
Okay. You know what? You're right. I'm really smart.
If you were a sorcerer, then perhaps, but you are not.
Yeah. You picked up a crossbow.
Okay.
I believe.
I don't know why my brain was telling me otherwise.
Zoaz. Is this like sort of an outcrop that I could take cover behind?
Yeah, you could kind of like press yourself against it.
Yeah, Zoaz is going to Sacred Flame this Sahagin.
Sure. As you call down the might of the moon, the Sahagin seems to not care. He takes his jewelry and his warhammer, he just lurches out of the way. No, don't burn me!
And then Zoaz is going to like press himself up against the cover as best he can.
Alright. Brings us to Makayla in the back.
Should I roll initiative?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, if you want.
If you would like to be an opposing side.
I mean, she's just kind of walking.
And then for the purposes of this, Xalia, this is the actual distance between you and the rest of the party.
Yeah, I assume as much.
Yeah, great. Zoaz. Sorry, Makayla.
Okay. Probably just gonna, move up a little bit.
Makayla picks up a rock in stride.
I like the magic just has like a bag full. And
Makayla takes out a rock.
yeah, we'll go and
At a rock.
one of those like
I
a
got a rock.
Sahagin,
Okay.
and it whips.
Yeah, it does. You smash another window. In addition to the windows that these Sahagin threw themselves out of, there is now a third smashed window. Ting, 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 ting. Alright. Pastiche. It's you and these Sahagin, they're staring you down.
Pastiche.
Mitch is
whip
flapping
their
behind
brush
you.
out in front of them. Just spraying ink as you do.
As you do. As you do, definitely. You brandish your paintbrush. It has like... Does it have one of those fountain pens, like levers on it?
It may as well.
Alright.
How do I turn that?
Don't worry about it, you can just say it hits.
Cool.
It's a cone. Yeah. we get it, we don't need to... Yeah, so don't worry so much about like the templates.
Okay.
I hit the warehouse and it turned.
You do some graffiti. Just make sure you don't lose that that spell slot on
I did
accident.
not.
Okay, good. Okay, go ahead and roll 6d10.
Woof.
Blammo! Yeah, this dude is... you blind the one on the left. The other one manages to bring up the warhammer across his eyes as the spray of ink goes across, but he blocks it out. He now has a Technicolor hammer.
Cool.
Also, the vase, it now has many new colors associated with it. Okay.
Following that, Pastiche is gonna sprint around this guy.
Wow. He senses you, like, run past him. He tries to swing around, hitting nothing. Can't see you. Okay. Definitely blind. Cannot see. Xalia, you see your companions deal with these Sahagin up ahead. What would you like to do?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's not in a hurry at all. She's just walking. I was considering throwing a minor illusion to fuck with them, but it's too far, so she's just gonna keep walking.
Okay.
That's her turn.
Alright. The Sahagin. Takes the hammer and the vase down from protecting his eyes. Sees Pastiche run around. Thinks about attacking him, but then sees that there are two perfectly lootable adventurers in front of him. And then he is going to rush forward. Hiya! and then deliver a telling blow against Zoaz and also Twig. No, wait. Second one doesn't count. Second one was with the bite. Sorry. Zoaz.
No, is that all I needed to know?
Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. As this Sahagin runs forward, clobbers you with his warhammer. 5 damage, bludgeoning, and then as Zoaz staggers to the side, the Sahagin leaps towards Twig and sinks his pirate Sahagin teeth into. Wow!
Oh my god!
It takes a bite out of crime. 11 piercing damage, and then that is his turn. This dude is blind. He can't see anybody. He's gonna try to. Let's see here. He's gonna stumble around for a bit. He's gonna hear Pastiche. He's gonna try to hit Pastiche with his hammer.
Good luck.
He managed to get close enough? That's crazy.
And then he's gonna slash out with his claws, with the jewelry in his hands.
Oh!
Wow. What a gamer.
He misses
That's
with the
a
warhammer.
mess.
The warhammer goes thunk into the cobblestone of the docks, but the clawed hand, accentuated by all the random jewelry dangling from it, slashes into Pastiche from behind and deals 5 slashing damage.
He was actually raised by whales, and he knows echolocation.
It's true.
That isn't mashing the what is.
Yeah, he's just pushing buttons. Twig, go ahead.
Alright, Twig's arm is bleeding pretty heavily where he was bit. So
The Sahagan's got the taste of blood. He's looking at
Yeah.
you hungrily.
I'll use cunning action to dash. I'll leap over the railing of the dock to get behind,
Okay,
and I'll make an attack.
do it. With advantage, because you and Zoaz are now flanking this rapscallion.
That was meant to be Booming Blade. Just
That's
give me... There we go.
The boom of the blade.
Okay. Nice! 24 hits. Yikes. Youch! Ooh! Strong sneak attack. You expertly vault onto the pier and deliver a cutting blow with the scimitar. Youch! The pirate Sahagin yells as you get him good in his vital point and sheath him in swirling thunderous energy.
And then Twig is going to run over here behind Chuman.
Okay. You said you used your cutting action to dash. Did you mean disengage?
On dash, yes.
Okay.
Like I just remembered the
Attack of opportunity.
attack of opportunity now.
Okay. So he's going to whirl on you, slash out with the bash out with the warhammer, but you are too quick and too smooth. Chuman.
Would it be an option, or would it be an action to toss a healing potion to Twig?
Administering a healing potion to someone else is an action, yes.
Okay.
If you move down one, I think you can giving a healing potion to him. Is that an action?
Well, if are you
Just handing it,
are
not
you
actually administering.
giving him the item, or are you administering it to him?
I'd be giving him.
Okay, now we'll call that just like a It's not going to take your full action. We'll call it a bonus.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna step down and give Twig a potion. And say, take this.
Thank you, my friend.
And then... oh, that's not enough. Oh. Chuman's gonna actually pull out the crossbow.
Yo.
And he's gonna use that to attack.
Pew, 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 pew. Go for it.
It's their angry biter up there.
Alright. The biter does take this hit. The crossbow bolt shoots into his side. He's not happy about it. Yeah, 7 damage. That hurts.
And lastly, I'm gonna move up. Yeah. I'm gonna move up to block his kind of movement, and that's it.
Okay. Which brings us back around to Zoaz.
Did I have 2 or 1 from the Greater Healing Potion?
It should be 2.
Okay.
Zoaz.
Wait, you asked how many you had?
Yeah.
It should be 1 then.
Okay.
I thought you meant dice.
Zoaz is going to take a moment. He gets hit by the Warhammer and slams into the wall and slumps a little bit. After collecting himself, he takes a moment and asks and whispers to himself, "Selene, protect me." Then he's going to take the dash action.
Okay.
And he's going to run as far as he can
Alright.
in the direction of Pastiche.
Sahagan is absolutely going to try to swipe out at you with his claws. But first he's going to make a wisdom saving throw to see if he can. Normal.
Wow. This dude's gaming.
17.
Yes, that hits.
You whisper to Selene, hoping that her protection is enough. But the Sahagan
Wait.
is...
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
But the
I was
Sahagan
thinking of it.
is somehow stronger than the moon, and you feel his claws rake down your back for 6 slashing damage.
Sahagan game.
Apparently.
Makayla.
Hate to know about this Sahagan game.
Makayla will move up and see if we can't smack the Sahagan.
Uh, 17 definitely will smack the Sahagan.
Nice.
Smack away.
Bam.
Yikes, that's enough.
Wah.
Big rolls.
Just a big meaty swing.
Schlap.
Okay, with a big meaty
Her
swing.
staff.
With your quarter with your buck and a quarter staff. Gets
Actually,
him.
she doesn't even stop moving. She just keeps running, and like as she runs, she like hits this guy.
Alright. With a drive-by
Just
slap.
runs off.
Clonk! You get this dude on the side of the head, and he spins around, falls down on the pier. His jaw hanging open. Alright. Xalia, you see one of the Sahagan go down, and there is another up ahead, assaulting Pastiche.
1, 2, 3,
Wait.
4, 5, 6.
What just happened?
Hi, Twig. You
What just
see a
happened?
slightly. Huh?
He skips Pastiche's turn.
Did I?
Oh.
Oh. Oops.
Oh, you did,
Yeah.
yeah. Did before, Xalia.
Azalea moves forward. Pastiche, you get your...
Bitter about getting sliced at. Pastiche is gonna reach out and I can bite this guy.
Yo, bite him though.
The counter bite.
The counter bite. There is now a bite off. Yeah, 19 hits. Okay, this is not Hungry Jaws, or is this?
This is not Hungry Jaws.
Okay. Yeah, you bite him good. 5 damage. That hurts.
Yeah. Reaches out, grabs him by the shoulder, takes a good chunk out of him.
Xalia, you see Pastiche just bite onto this dude.
Was he tasty?
Mm-mm.
Gross.
Tastes like slimy
salty.
undercooked fish. What would you like to do, Xalia?
He's just she's not in a hurry at all. She's just
Okay.
walking up.
You see
Like,
Twig up ahead of you.
Yes. Twig, you see slightly fish. Like it's the same basic model, but she's a bit bluer. She has a few fins now. She kind of matches the texture of her new big ass spear that you recognize from Sharkman. And that's all she's doing. She's not in a hurry at all.
Oh, actually, Pastiche, roll the attack roll for your bite one more time. You have advantage because he's blind.
I did roll it with advantage.
Oh, you did. I can't read because I am blind. All right, so this Parati is going to engage in a bite off with Pastiche, and he will bite you back.
He's not blind anymore.
Is he not?
Yeah, until the end of your next turn was how long the blind lasts.
Okay.
Not that he hit anyway.
Yeah, not that he hit anyway.
He's recovering from it.
And then he's going to slash out with his bejeweled claw hand.
Read.
15.
Oh.
15 just barely hits.
Alright. He rakes across your snaky face with his claws. The jewelry's slapping against your face. You're hit with like diamonds and other gemstones and bracelets. Before slashing.
Oh, the power of capitalism!
Twig. You see enter the fray. And also the pirate and Pastiche are biting each other.
The bite off.
What would you like to do, Twig?
Who is it that entered the fray?
Xalia.
Makayla or Xalia? Okay.
And she's behind you. She's kind of waves at you.
Twig like nervously waves back. Xalia, is that you?
She makes a happy little.
Yep, that's Xalia. Just to make sure, taking a potion can be used as a bonus action.
Yeah. Using a potion, any kind of potion, can be a bonus action or an action, your choice.
Okay. Twig is going to uncork the healing potion that Chuman gave him and use that.
Cool. Roll that healing.
Roll is critical hit.
Nice.
14. Thank you, Chuman.
The power of big healing.
No, I do not have 2,000 health. Okay. Alright, and then
Not
Twig's
yet.
gonna take out his short bow and take a shot at the Safagan,
Okay.
trying to take bites at a Pastiche.
Steady yourself. Knock an arrow. Let it fly. Yeah, it hits.
Nice.
Alright.
Oh dang, that still did good damage.
Yeah, because sneak attack's coming up.
Yeah, you just wait.
At +4.
Aw.
The lamest sneak attack, just you wait!
Okay.
Sneak attack's not lame.
I'm
The
sorry.
triple ones, that was so powerful.
I didn't mean it.
As the teeth gnash down towards Pastiche, as the claw rakes across the side of his face, he gets an arrow in the back. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Chuman?
Don't you not get 3d6 of sneak attack till level 5?
Yeah.
Level 5, yes.
Did I forget to level up?
We're level 4.
No, that was 2d6.
Oh, I keep hearing triple ones. Oh, because the basic. Yeah, okay, I stepped away.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the basic one.
You're fine.
Chuman is gonna run up, and he's gonna use his hand axe on him.
Do it.
That would be with advantage from flanking.
It's true.
Would it be?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
you and Pastiche are flanking this fellow. So... 8 and a 3. Nah, it doesn't hit.
Alright. Oh, then he's gonna use his dagger to try and get...
Okay.
After seeing his hand axe miss, he's gonna try for his dagger. Is this also with advantage?
Yes. Nice. 17 hits.
Is it a 17? Wait, do you have 2 weapons fighting?
No. So you do 1 damage to him.
Mm-hmm. I poke him on the side.
Yeah, you do. You're like... He kind of like waves you away. He's like, stop it.
No, stop it!
It's pretty good.
Ow.
We'll give you, a nice little mole for him.
Yeah. Zoaz, as you're running
Zoaz.
forward, there's a Pastiche. Sorry, there's a pirate Sahagin harrying the rest of your group.
Zoaz is going to flourish his shotel and take a swing with advantage because it's a flank. Whoops.
Yeah, he's kind of beset on all sides.
Oh my god.
He parries your blow with his warhammer. Cling! It bounces off the head of the hammer.
Yeah, blind. He was blinded. Now he can't get hit.
He
guy
rubbed
is
the
the
color
one.
out of his eyes.
Pastiche made him see all the colors now.
Hey, don't blame this on me.
I can see colors. That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Makayla.
Alright. I will continue running north.
Okay.
And see if I can smack this Sahagin.
Please.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a critical hit will just barely hit. Alright, 14, that's enough.
There we go. The stored power up.
Yeah, there we go. we were getting ready.
Okay.
Just curious. Does a crit, would that increase like the Gathering Storm damage? as
Yes,
well?
it does.
Okay.
Because it's dice on the attack.
So I just rolled that twice. I'm just curious for future reference. Okay.
Yeah.
Bam.
The vultures are already going after his corpse.
Before he hits the ground, the vultures are there, pecking at him. Alright. This Sahagin also falls. Splat, he hits the ground. Warhammer clattering. The vase that the other dude has is on the ground. This dude, there's a jewelry on the ground, and also there's maybe a tooth on the ground as well from getting clocked by a shillelagh. Alright, you guys are no longer in mortal danger, but there may be some folks that are. What would you like to do, as you are no longer in immediate danger?
About how far... Zoaz knows the town well enough that he would know, like, about how far we are from our destination, correct?
Yeah, so you are in just a few more steps and you're in the area that is used for holding, for, like, things that need to be processed and checked. And you're probably maybe just, like, another block away. So you are soon upon your destination.
As we run, Zoaz is going to utter a prayer to Selene.
Okay, you harness.
And
Sorry, go ahead.
he's going to regain a second level spell slot. Or a first level spell slot, excuse me.
Okay, go for it. You harness your Quan.
And then he's going to cast Cure Wounds on himself as soon as he can.
Okay. Sure. Nice.
Yes. Okay.
Utter a prayer to Selene saying, "Hey, hey, that time that I asked you to protect me."
Yeah, and it didn't work out. Can you fix it?
She apologizes and fixes it.
Uh huh.
Or so you think.
Or so I think.
All right. Anybody else, as you all are jaunting to the next spot?
As Chuman sees Zoaz healing, he mentions to the party, I only have one more spell to help you all out, so be careful as we move forward.
Xalia is still just walking.
Bailey has a very confident stride.
Zoaz will respond, indeed, I have relied much on Selene today.
Sorry, so where exactly is it's like at Customs, right? That's where we're going?
Yes.
Again?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a big warehouse that is where you guys are headed.
This... No. Oh. Actually, never mind.
How much further?
Yeah.
Alright. As you guys are heading to the area that the DM forgot to preload again, you come across this large warehouse. It's rather big. Easily the biggest warehouse on this side of the docks. It's like 20 feet high. Sorry, 30 feet high. Dark wood with stone mixed in and to form its frame. It's several tens of feet long. It's on a long set of piers. Well, you can see one. You gaze out across the pier. This side seems to be relatively. What am I saying? Relatively peaceful. And although you can hear some sort of commotion inside the warehouse, you peer down and you can see one figure at the edge of the pier, just gazing out towards the water, the crystal blue water. You can see ahead of you a slain Doomstrider slumped against the warehouse, bleeding from a wound in their side. And yeah, you come across. You are now upon the destination that holds many of the shipping wares that need to be processed because of one reason or another. You can hear stuff inside, so it looks like there are people here. What would you like to do?
Well, I imagine Xalia is still rather behind everyone else.
Yeah, you're maybe 60 feet behind. So we'll put you over here.
They'll disappear.
Also, is this like vertically 180, or did we like turn off and go to left?
Yeah, it changed the perspective on you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Zoaz is going to run over and use Thaumaturgy to blow the door open.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an Arcana.
Okay.
After the door blows up.
Okay.
Not bad.
But is not bad good enough?
Not bad. Unfortunately, like you do the thaumaturgy, and then the door kind of like jiggles a bit, as if it would respond to your thaumaturgy, but it does not blow open. The Arcana skill check represents. You realize that the door is locked.
Oh, okay.
Could Twig try to unlock it with Thieves' Tools?
You could.
Zoaz going to yell frustratedly and say, "Blast! It's locked!"
Twig takes out a small pack from his backpack and says, "Hold on, let me give this a crack."
Pastiche is going to follow behind and assist Twig.
Okay. Go ahead and make this thief tool thingy with advantage.
Okay.
Wait, is that 5 ones in a row for?
All right, Twig, you get down.
Making up for King.
You get down and you pull out your tools and start digging into it. Pastiche settles down next to you. And it is so surprising that Pastiche would be sharing his knowledge about this and is actually correct. And the stuff that he's telling you makes sense, and he's pointing at the lock. It's so surprising that it throws you off, and you're unable to unlock the door.
Twig shakes his head and says, "I'm the best lockpick in Luxnox, but this door right here is unpickable."
Well,
I'm sorry,
there's
friends.
never just one door to a warehouse.
That's right.
We'll start. Should I be concerned about like movement, speed, or anything?
Not
Or
right
just-
now. You're out of combat.
Okay.
Okay, so Makayla goes off after
Go south
Okay.
/ east, I guess.
After mentioning, Makayla starts walking around the warehouse. Probably during the time that it took for Twig and Pastiche to pick the lock, Xalia, you would catch up.
Yep. She just kind of waves at everyone. Doesn't even really comment or show off the spear, but she has it.
Should be like cautiously turning the corners,
Okay.
just in case there's like people behind the line of sight.
Sure, everybody roll stealth. As Makayla kind of hunkers down and starts moving a little more cautiously, everyone else sees and follows suit. Nice!
Into the shadow.
Meantime, Chuman is gonna check on this Doomstrider.
Alright, yeah. Go ahead and roll medicine. He's hella dead, so medicine and then investigation.
Medicine and then investigation.
Yes. Hey!
Oh.
Alright, the medicine check allows you to figure out what did him in. He seems to be a victim of a huge gash wound on his side caused by a slicing implement. It's curious that in addition to the blood, there is a lot of water. So he's a very wet individual, which makes sense looking around at the pier, but it also doesn't make sense because he's on dry land. He also has many like small nips, small puncture wounds, very, very tiny all around, all over his body as well. Almost just like small little, just grabs, like pinches, plucks, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And as far as what you found, go ahead and roll a D100.
Oh. Terrible. Alright, there we go.
Hey, a 10. So you get 5 gold.
Nice.
And let's see here. You get a tiny sack that this Dune Strider had. You peer into it; it's full of sand, but it feels like when you lift it up, it feels overly heavy for sand. So you have very heavy sand.
Okay. Chuma's gonna keep in mind of the cause of death, and he's gonna join up with the rest of the team.
Okay.
So does Foundry not have like a hunt for the D100? Is it 0 to 99? Because that was like a. Because wasn't that like the?
Well, no, my dice shows show one that was a 0.
No,
Okay.
it can roll a D100. What do you mean?
No, I meant like the type of
Because
dice that I
like
had.
there was a 10 on the D10 and then the 0, right? Isn't that normally
One of them is the
100?
tens place. The other would be the zero. Would be a
Yeah, and if that's the case, you can't have a 100.
Yes, you can.
If you roll a 10.
So what's the
Like-
10? Anyways, this is the discussion for the time.
I'm just like, what are you talking about? It's just dice.
No.
Anyway, doesn't matter. So Makayla, as you creep around with the raid music going, you go ahead and make a perception check. Everybody that's listening in at the door.
We went back real quick.
Okay.
Perception.
Oh,
What do you perceive?
This is. I'm not actually here. This is me, like, kind of like peeking my head down the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a strong perception
See.
check from Twig. A strong perception check
Good
from
amount of
Makayla.
people.
As they're listening in, Chuman speaks over to, or says to Xalia as he walks by, "It's good to see you join up again."
Yeah, she kind of gives him a little smile, nods at him, gives him a thumbs up. With the hand that's holding the spear.
But you have.
All right, so Makayla and Twig. Let's see. And Pastiche. You all are creeping up on the large loading entrance to this warehouse. You can hear shouts of an aggressive. It's not like a shouting match. It's just someone is aggressively stating their dominance, and you can sense the shuffle of many people inside. Woods being thrown everywhere, and Pastiche and Twig. You can hear a pirate accent, because pirates always have accents, and you can hear them speaking to an individual, like a little more kind of less sociable individual. They are demanding that they give up the medallion and anything else, and asking for which one of the crates is theirs. And you can hear just like a bunch of yes men going, yeah, tell us, that kind of stuff. Then you can hear a sort of like a mimicking voice in the back going, medallion. And you take a cautious peek in, Makayla. You can see a couple Doomstriders on the ground, not moving. You can see another pirate has also been felled. And you can see several individuals, 3 on the left, 4 on the right. With, in the center, all kind of ganging up on a singular crab individual. What would you like to do?
Okay, so everyone sans the crab is, or at least appears to be a pirate.
Very
Okay.
obviously a pirate.
Yeah. Okay.
The one that looks like they're in charge is in the middle of the rest of the pirates. Seems to be a stout, dark-haired, dark-cloaked dwarf with beads in their beard.
kidding.
They have a really fancy-looking sword leveled at them, or at the crab. The crab is also kind of like grappled in like a full Nelson kind of style, with the hands behind the head by this massive bugbear. Everyone is obviously a pirate except for the crab.
Yeah. Okay. He'll turn back to the rest of the group, and we'll say, "Sorry, making sure there are 7 pirates in there. One, I guess, innocent crab. They're looking for a medallion. But
That must be the cargo I was charged to collect a group to escort. It It would be in our best interest to prevent the pirates from stealing it, I believe.
I'd say. Second, let me just make sure this is how this spell works.
And Chuman speaks up. We must proceed with caution. And it seems that the wounds that the Doomstrider had taken back there was definitely much more than on the pier.
Indeed.
Oh fuck! No, it doesn't work that way.
While you guys are handling this conversation amongst yourselves, you can hear sort of like a winded pirate saying, "Boss, I took a big arrow to the shoulder. I'm gonna sit down on top of there if you don't mind."
You said we could hear that?
Yeah.
Chuman said,
Xalia's doing stuff in chat.
Zalia's doing stuff, yes.
Okay. What would Xalia like to do?
She's minor illusioning just sound. Very high volume, the exact sound Shark Captain made when he died. Right here.
Okay. Let's see. Everyone dramatically looks to the entryway. Just like over exaggerated, just like complete head like move. They're all going to make perception checks as they see what's going on.
in the meantime, Chuman takes a step back.
I should have just rolled a group instead of all of this. Never mind. Let's see. Highest one is 15. Okay.
Oh, 15.
They all point, and then you can hear just sort of like a quick hushed commotion before the voice that seems to be in charge yells out, "Huzzah!" And then, with renewed vigor, they continue interrogating the crab person. A little bit more jovially now.
Interesting.
Just want to see. Okay, yeah. I have an idea. What if I?
Why?
Okay. I think I'm maybe could give us a little bit of fog cover, so we could like get in closer. A little bit, so we can actually have like a good first opening turn. That isn't just dashing up.
I was trying to fuck them up and get them scattered, but I guess that didn't work.
I guess I did not like that captain.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I mean that's kind of pirates for you.
They've been waiting to chop him off for a while.
So how is fog cloud just like suddenly just a ton of fog, or is it just like could I have it be like subtle?
Fog
buildup
cloud
of the
is
fog?
now there is suddenly lots of obscuring fog.
That's probably still fine. Because they wouldn't be able to move. I don't know. Let's fuck it. I'm just gonna do it.
Okay, where are you creating the fog cloud?
I'm gonna make it sort of like. Oh, fuck. Able to see them. Ignore that. That's not where I put it.
Just tell me where it is.
It's a big circle.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't coming them. Yeah, right into the entranceway.
Okay.
Could I say like I would have told the group kind of like the general positions of the
Yeah.
pirates? Okay.
3 on the left, 4 on the right.
Yep. And oh yeah, I'll just sort of like I would have the fog almost be like this like ocean fog that like kind of rolls in from the water like through the doorway and now just like obscuring the entranceway.
Okay.
It's kind of like how I do it.
Sure. as this fog apparates in, and the sea fog, the ocean fog rolls into the warehouse. You can hear some pirate voices, and you can hear, Mr. Jabberwoy, there's fog!
I'd say now's our chance. Go.
Or where'd this fog come from, boy? And then you can hear...
You like run to the fog. They're right on the other side of it.
Okay. Then you hear another voice. Oh, I don't remember no fog coming in. You suppose that the captain had a fog spell to go off when he died? No, he only had the plunger. He said it was a dead man's hand thingy. No, that's not what it was. No, I think it was about ketchup. It was about ketchup. No, it was about churches. All of you shut up. Pay attention. And then you guys do what?
Zoaz is going to start cautiously moving into the fog.
Okay. You can't see anything because it's fog. But you're now in the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Could Twig run through the fog and then hide behind the boxes?
You can do that. Like, you can run forward and then just, like, look around and spot the first boxes you see and then dive behind them. But you won't know if they can or cannot see you before you do that.
Okay.
Without already knowing that the boxes are there, you're not certain.
Yeah, he wouldn't know.
Yeah, you're not certain if you'll be able to find some boxes before you run out of fog.
Okay.
Actually, Zoaz is going to take a quick step or two out and is going to cast Heroism on Pastiche.
Pastiche is an absolute hero. The light of the moon causes any sort of fright to wash away. It is replaced with confidence. Only.
You will gain 3 temporary hit points.
At the start of each of your turns, my guy.
Also,
Powerful.
you cannot be scared. You are so brave right now.
I want to see you be brave. Alright, what are you guys doing?
Pastiche starts marching through the fog.
Oh, wait.
Too late?
Twig follows.
You just gave him confidence.
Okay.
That's
It'll
true.
be no use if we go in one by one. Let's go.
Pastiche, emboldened by many things. Many things from that is drug up by this spell from the light of the moon. You stride forward confidently. You can hear the pirate commotion getting closer, and then you can hear some audible sharpness of weapons being brandished in from the clown, from the beyond of the cloud. You can hear, "Oi, we know you're there. Come on out. Let's have a chat with Captain Jabberwoy." It's you. As Pastiche exits the fog cloud. Were you going to say something, Zoaz?
Basically, as soon as he hears that Zoaz is going to begin preparing to, at the source of the noise, drop a moonbeam.
Okay.
Powerful.
I assume it is not yet that it is happening, because
Okay.
like he's
What is the... What's the text on Moonbeam? Does it require a spot that you can see?
point within range.
Alright. And when are you doing this?
Basically, as soon as he hears the noise, I assume because Pastiche steps out, it's like not necessarily a surprise round because like they are aware of the people and stuff.
Yeah. All right, so as soon as Pastiche steps out, the dwarf levels this ornate fancy-looking cutlass at you. Says, "Oi, are you the one that felled old Sarusi? I should thank you." And then, as soon as he finishes the sentence, everybody rolls initiative because a meme's coming. So go ahead.
Man, it's powerful when he just drops the moonbeam.
Again?
Oh, double one? Damn.
Tonight's just not a good night for initiative rolls. Or any of Cody's rolls.
Not for me either.
Oh lord.
Oh lord.
Okay, I actually thought that said Berserker. Berserker.
Let's see here.
And fate servants.
What is... Alright. And then he begins to say something else, and then he hears the call to Goddess Selene, and he yells out to his group, "Oi, we're casting spells, they're not done with us, looks like we've got to fight them off. Avast!" And everybody starts fighting.
Crab battle.
Crab battle. Alright, this deck
Actually,
wizard...
Before you start, can I re-roll mine using my inspiration?
Yes, you can reroll your initiative using your inspiration.
Nice.
You can only reroll your own rolls with inspiration, right?
For now, yeah.
Okay.
I'll re-roll it for you.
Do you just want me? Yeah, I was about to say, do you want me just D10?
Okay. Yeah, a little bit of martial increase.
Better.
Alright. This pirate deck wizard is going to twist their fingers and flick forward a frosty ray at the very confident Pastiche. As the dwarf gives the attack command. 19. What's the 1d20 for roll for?
Mirror image, I
It hits
believe.
mirror image.
Oh, okay. Well,
Which
1 damage
is not.
is
That'd be a good thing it didn't hit.
Which is fortunate. I'll take that damage.
okay. It goes against your temporary hit points, I believe,
Yes.
and your speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of the round, the next round, basically, until the start of the deck wizard's next turn. The wizard kind of like mutters themselves, "Frosty fingers." Yeah. Xalia, you are shrouded. What would you like to do? And you hear the fire command from whoever seems to be in charge.
He's gonna duck behind this wall.
Okay, you leap out and you see the arrangement of the pirates.
Yeah. No, I mean, she's just staying in the mist. She's just gonna duck behind this wall.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. All right. The parrot is going to say some parrot stuff. It's the map, and it's going to fly over to the snake person and start like pecking and like scratching at Pastiche, and he's taking the help action.
What a jerk.
This Sahagin is going to, in what seems to be a very practiced thing, is going to go into the direction of the parrot, jump on top of a crate, jump on top of this pile of planks, and then do a leaping slam overhead, bonk with the warhammer with advantage because of the parrot's help.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
14.
It'll take out one of my mirror images.
Okay. And then crunch, but like a cartoon character, the mirror image just splats and squishes into the ground. And then the Sahagin kind of like gets up, flips the warhammer in his hand. He's
The
ready.
3 remaining pastiches look at the Sahagin and hiss in unison.
So it like kind of like recoils, but it's like, ugh. Wait a minute. And then Captain Gemeroy Mr. Gemeroy, previously. Now, Captain Gemeroy is going to yell, Lever's like, I don't know what you after, but if you be after any of the booty, It's all ours. Why don't you turn around? You've done me a favor, I'll do you a favor and let y'all live. And he uses his action to flip Pastiche a coin. It's like, here, I'll pay you $1 to shut up and leave. He seems to be rather rather intimidating despite his smaller stature. But he does flip a gold coin towards you.
Okay.
What a bargain.
Pastiche is gonna catch it.
And then he's going to, and then for his actual thing, he's going to pull down some goggles over his eyes, and he gets in and kind of like he limbers up, rolls his shoulders, and he kind of like flourishes, spins the cutlass in his hand for a bit, and he gets into a ready stance. And you can see now, Pastiche, that the cutlass, it's now that you're closer, it is much more fancier than originally imagined. It is a sort of cerulean blade that curves slightly. It is wavy on one side and on one edge of the blade and straight on the cutting edge. It's got a sort of like a basket hilt, and at the edge of the point, there is a blue floating crystal, and in the middle of the curve of the cutlass, also floating, there is also another blue wavy crystal, and the entire blade is constantly dripping water, as if it is constantly coated in just this cascade of this deluge of H2O. It is dripping water on the warehouse just 100% of the time. And now, Captain Jameroy, who we will change in the initiative because he just got a promotion. That's his turn. Twig, you hear this, and you hear the telltale swing of a flipped gold coin. What would you like to do?
If I take a shot at this pirate, would the fog cloud be in the way and like impose disadvantage or something?
Yes.
Okay.
You're currently inside the fog cloud. You know the pirate's there because you can hear them.
Oh, okay.
But you can't see them, so that is disadvantage.
All right.
But you can just like move and shoot and then move again. So.
Yeah. Trying to plan out. All right. Twig is gonna try. Using hideous laughter on the newly appointed Captain Jameroy.
All right, he's
I'm gonna tell him a joke.
Do you have a joke for me?
I do not.
Okay.
Aw.
It's gonna work this time.
No!
Since there was no joke.
Only I had a joke prepared.
Okay. So you point at him and you tell him, knock knock, who's there? And then he just cuts you off with me.
As he darts back into it, then there's only a face left.
Would I be able to tell if Twig could hide behind these barrels right here?
Yeah. It's this assembly is much taller, so yeah, you can fit behind there.
Okay. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Are you hiding or are you just moving there?
Hiding.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth for me.
Okay.
And that brings us to Zoaz. You hear all this. What would you like to do?
So, having listened, beseeched Selene for her aid in this trial, and listened to pinpoint the location of the newly appointed Captain Jameroy, Zoaz is going to place a moonbeam directly on Jameroy.
Okay, go for it. You may do this. Is it a dex save? Oh, it doesn't happen the first turn. It doesn't. It's not when it's first cast. It's just when it's.
Yeah.
Okay. Creature.
Is it the cross or is it? I thought it was a square.
It's a circle. It's a cylinder.
It's a cylinder.
Excuse me.
It's a 5 foot.
And yeah, when they start their turn, they take that much damage on a failed Constitution saving throw, or half as much on a successful one.
DC 13. All right, cool.
Psychedelic circle. Let's go.
And although I doubt this is applicable here, a shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage.
I mean, you don't know.
We don't know. We don't know. Yeah. Zoaz
and
is
then also
going
whenever
to...
it starts its turn there. So if you move it on.
Yes.
Move it on
Zoaz is going to move 20 feet to here to like check and see that his aim was on, and it was. And also,
big moonbeam.
using his bonus action, Zoaz is going to create a spiritual weapon.
You can't because
You're right. Whoops. Let me.
Oh yeah.
I always forget because I don't play casters enough.
Yeah.
I apologize. So he's not going to do that. He checks to see if his aim was true.
Yeah, you can see the beginnings of the moonbeam coalescing down as Selene's radiance is shining upon this dwarf.
And then he's going to duck back into the fog cloud.
Hey! Alright, Chuman.
Chuman is going to move up and over to see outside. And then he's going to use his longbow to attack. Oh god, get out of the way. To attack this person.
Okay.
Because Chuman remembers that they are the magic casters.
Yeah, you can see some little bits of frost moving around their fingers. A 13 will hit.
Go.
You knock this arrow, pull back, and then swoop, release it into this goblin. Yeah, that hurts.
And because of the ambush, he's doing it again.
Cool. 13. 13 still hits. Yikes! Then you get an extra D8. Because the extra D8 is force damage.
Oh, the extra D8, okay.
Yeah. On this new attack, it's basically 2D8.
Okay.
That's enough to do it as you fell this goblin.
And then Chuman just walked back in as he takes the takes sight of all the enemies in the area.
Okay.
And that's it.
Quick as you like, this goblin is felled by an arrow. The last one, there's this little puff of gray, misty-like energy just poof, and then splatters. The goblin falls. Lay me down to rest in the channel. Alright, Makayla, you're up. You know there's some boxes ahead of you.
Yeah. But those can is it difficult terrain to like move past them?
Yeah,
Or-
they're stacked kind of high.
Oh, I guess it doesn't actually matter. She'll go here. Ultimately, it's the same. Well, actually, is that? Yeah. And try and smack this Sahagin.
Okay, the song is standing on top of this pile of planks.
Yeah, I'm going for it like that sweep the legs or something.
Yeah, do it. A 15 will hit the Sahagin.
Nice.
Bonk. Yeah, ouch.
And then I need the Sahagin to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, he will do so.
Alright, making
Natural
that
20.
strength saving throw. Very cool, very cool. Alright, well, lame. Not cool.
As the spectral vultures try to push the Sahagin forward, the Sahagin just kind of roars, bleh, drool going everywhere. The vultures are like, never mind.
Oh, I guess that attack had advantage. Whoops, whatever, it's fine. Okay, anyways. Alright, this is the Polar Master attack.
14 still hits. 14 is his AC, just barely.
Whew. Doing that damage.
It's nice. As you hit both of the Sahagin on the inside of his ankles. He's trying to stand. My ankles hurt.
Watch your ankles.
All right.
And, fuck. That sucks. Well, I'm not gonna be here. So, is this...
It's 5
so
feet high.
any of the boxes... Okay, so any of the boxes... Oh, no, just 5 feet high, so I could...
You can
What
jump.
does that mean? It's 10 feet?
It means
the
you are now
movement?
standing on top of a 5-foot-high box. And you were 10 feet
I'm
in the
just-
air.
I just meant like in
No, you're
terms
5
of
feet in the air,
movement.
sorry.
So I use 15, then to move back, is that 5 or 10?
It's 5.
Okay. Well, I guess I don't want to take opportunity attack, so...
Okay, you are now on top of some stacked boxes. You are 10 feet in the air. But not in the air, you know what I'm saying? Pastiche.
Yeah, I do that at like 9th level.
Pastiche.
Turns towards the parrot that's harassing them.
Oh no.
The map! The
Looks at
map!
him.
Okay. An 18 will hit the parrot. 4 damage will kill the ferret.
Alright. Cool.
How's it taste?
Not great, so Pastiche is gonna spit it out at the tabaxi.
Wow! Alright, so you chomp on Barker the parrot, and just flying, pestering you, annoying you. And you wait for a moment, and then you just lurch forward, catch the parrot in your mouth, chomp a bit, and then its little parrot mocking mimicry, dying gasp is star map, galaxy, and then you spit it at the tabaxi. And the tabaxi has a brief moment of lunch, and then looks at you, ready to fight.
Cool.
You have destroyed a parrot.
Poor bird.
Good.
Okay.
What do you mean good?
Yeah,
It
good.
was mean.
Alright, this pirate is going to... Let's see. This pirate, you see, has one of those big kegs that they've been using as water cannons. He's going to move over here to his goblin friend and say, Joinks, are you okay? How about you? And then he's going to shoot his water cannon at Makayla. I need a strength saving throw from you. As
I mean, these aren't actually terrible.
he knocks on the side. He knocks on the side of the keg and then pulls a lever. There's this huge jet stream of water that blows into Makayla, splashing, hit her in the chest, dealing 4 bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked way far back into the fog cloud.
Fog cloud is down.
The fog cloud dissipates. And you see Makayla there sprawled on the floor, prone.
Do I take falling damage because I was 10 feet?
Would you like to?
I don't know. I'll adhere to the rules.
For bludgeoning damage as you are blasted 10 feet, blasted off of your perch from 10 feet high and also 15 feet back with the force of the water cannon, dealing 4 bludgeoning damage to you, and you're on the ground.
Oof. Ow. My bones.
Alright.
Still alive, though.
And then he's going to jump on top of this crate so he can get a good eye over his next water cannon target. The bosun, who has this crab in a headlock, is going to bonk the crab on the head because he can, because he's ruthless. The crab's shell is too hard. He looks, and the crab looks up at them. Stop hurting me! And then, putting his morning star away, he's going to look around, and then sees Twig dart back in the crate. No, he doesn't, because Twig rolled really super high. sees the snake person and sees the lizard person And then he starts dragging the crab homie back. Then fires the harpoon at Zoaz. Oh wait, did I just accidentally give him disadvantage? Yeah, it's... Oh, no he doesn't. It slams into the barrel, and he starts pulling the barrel back towards him.
He's having a tough time.
Oh. Boss, there's something wrong with my harpoon. Ah, shut up. This Tabaxi, all the way in the back, looking real wounded, is going to launch a crossbow bolt into their crossbow shooter and fire at Pastiche with a 21 to hit. Dealing a whopping 2 damage to something?
To a mirror image.
Alright.
Now I've got 1 left.
Alright. Then this Tabaxi here is going to move back. Let's see here. We're going to take a swipe with the cutlass, just brandishing. Shing! It comes out of the sheath with an audible sharpness, scraping against metal, and slices it towards Pastiche. This Tabaxi lady. Hiya! 13. Does 13 hit?
Oh, right. That'll take out my last mirror image.
Okay. Seeing now that there is only one snake person, the Tabaxi makes a tactical retreat. But in doing so...
Yeah.
You sure it's tactical?
It's tactical, I promise.
Now I can attack of opportunity with my bite?
You can.
Yeah.
It is a weapon that
Okay.
you're equipped with.
Also, I'm apparently 10 feet in the air.
Are you? No, it's Makayla.
No,
behind you.
that was from me.
Okay.
20 hits, yeah.
Cool.
Just barely.
Nice! Alright, so this Tabaxi pirate lady swings at you with this cutlass and then takes out one of your mirror images while she's distracted. You bite her wrist. And then yelling, yo! And then jumps on top of the Dune Strider. And then jumps on top of the crate. And then dips a hand in her satchel at the side. And then chucks something at you. This thing that she chucks. Oops, I forgot to key it in. So we're just going to do.
Come on, Trickster.
Okay. So she throws something at you and does a 14 hit.
It doesn't.
Okay. She throws something at you. It hits the wood beside you. You barely dodge out of the way, but then look down and realize that it is a crab.
What?
This Tabaxi has thrown a crab at you. The crab rights itself and then claps its pincers together. Just psh, 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 psh.
Cool.
A new
Nice
challenger.
And a crab has joined the battle.
Is the Tabaxi proficient in crab?
Yes.
Wait, I never played crab game before.
Crab fight, crab fight.
Alright, the goblin is down. Xalia.
She's still kind of doesn't really care. She's just kind of wander out a little bit, just kind of see what she can see. Anything interesting over here?
Okay, you can see a crab person being dragged away by a bugbear. There's a hurt Tabaxi up on the second floor firing crossbow bolts. Some dude has a water cannon. There's a Sahagin standing on top of some planks to your right.
Yeah.
Higher elevation. You can see the dwarf dude. There's
Does
many crates stacked up full of wares and baubles. Some of them are smashed. There's barrels open, spilling over contents. So like there's jewelry, art objects, food. There's a painting like wedged in the back somewhere.
Wait, she's gonna look at. Actually, is the Sakagan responding to her?
He is aware of your presence, but it doesn't look like he's trying to attack you at this moment.
Okay, then she's gonna look at the art stuff rather than any of that. See if there's anything interesting there.
Go ahead and make a perception check then. Be in action.
Okay. Good job, Xalia.
Alright. Perhaps distracted by to see if the Sahagin is paying attention to you. You do see, kind of standing, like leaning against some boards and stuff, a large, maybe maybe up to your neck painting, and maybe 2 Xalias wide, depicting a landscape in the back. It is definitely the most colorful thing in the room. That's what draws your attention.
Alright. She spends time looking at that.
Okay.
She still has a spear at her side.
Alright. This pirate is gonna bonk. The snake person. No, he's not. As he misses, Captain Jameroy is going to yell out to the Sahagin, shape up, you dog, do your job. And the Sahagin will reroll. I didn't get a natural 20. Alright, here comes a Warhammer. A critical Warhammer. 10 bludgeoning damage.
I mean, that hurts.
Okay.
It doesn't not hurt.
Out of nowhere, a 4th mirror image.
And then is going to slash the snake person with his claws because he did not acquiesce to the boss's demands. Dang, this Sahagin sucks. When he's not being yelled at.
What? He's rolled 2 20s. What are you talking about?
Look.
He didn't get hit by color spray.
Alright, at the start of Captain Jameroy's turn, he has to make a Constitution save, yeah? I'm pretty sure that's a fail, so that's less than 13. How much damage does he take from Moonbeam?
Be 2d10.
2d10.
Oof.
Of what kind of damage?
Radiant.
Okay. Thank you. He definitely takes that. As he staggers back from the force of Selene upon him, he grimaces, looks around, whips his cutlass through the air, water going everywhere. He's like, "Alright, fine. You don't wanna parley. A fight it is then. You won't be getting the star map we was here for it. First, you will rue the day you faced Captain James Morroy." And he's going to rush forward towards Zoaz. No, he's going to rush forward towards Pastiche because he ate his bird.
I mean, fair enough.
And he's going to...
he did take the damage. I'm
he's
sorry.
going to
For some
attack.
reason-
He's going to attack with the wave cutter. This begoggled dwarf slices with this dripping cutlass. 16.
That hits.
Okay. He's going to do some... Let's see here. Yeah, he's going to do some damage with it. 11 slashing damage as this...
Doesn't not hurt.
As this wet blade slices through you, cuts you up, and then he is going to attack you again.
Oh.
But this time, he's going to kick you in your chest. So this is going to be a contest, so you can either do athletics or acrobatics.
The one that'll help you live. The one that'll help you live.
There it is.
Okay. He kicks you in the chest. This stout dwarf somehow kicks you in the chest. He jumps up and does like this twisting roundhouse sobat towards you. You're so stunned by just the nimbleness on this pirate captain, and then you topple backwards, fall on your rear, and you are now prone.
Rude.
All right, Twig, what you got? As this dwarf like brandishes, twirls his water dripping blade at you, grinning at Pastiche on the ground.
So I would be hidden from him right now, right?
Yes.
So could I take a shot at him with my short bow?
Yeah, with advantage.
Alright, I'll do that.
Wow!
Oh,
A critical
more
hit.
like it.
let's go sneak attack,
Alright. So let's do some damage.
please.
Oh, nice.
And then you can roll this as a crit too, right? The sneak attack.
Yeah, this is also doubled.
Oof.
Neat.
Go ahead and roll another sneak.
It was
yeah.
rolled as a crit, I believe.
Was it? No, no.
It's rolled 2d6.
I rolled it as a
Roll
crit, but I got 3/3, I thought.
Okay, so hit damage
not
again and
sure.
roll another 2d6, because somehow that's not coded correctly.
Okay.
Alright, 3 more damage. As you knock an arrow expertly and send it into this dwarf, slams into his sword, into a sword arm. Ah, he yells. Ah, where'd that come from? They're on all sides. There. On the port side, men, there's a Kenku.
Twig is gonna burst out of cover and taunt the captain in Pastiche's voice. He says, "Weaker than a Kenku, are you?"
Have you ever heard Pastiche say that?
Yes,
Wait, yeah, you did. That's so funny. What a callback.
Kenku never forgets.
And
That was
that'll be...
forever ago. Have some inspiration.
I already have inspiration.
Okay.
That'll be Twig's turn.
All right, Zoaz.
Grimacing at the sound of Pastiche saying, "Weaker than a Kenku, are you?" Zoaz is going to wave his staff to the side and move the moonbeam. Would it be possible to move the moonbeam in such a way that it is surrounding touching all 3 of these enemies, but not Pastiche?
Centered on a point? Yeah, sure. You can just
Okay.
put it not on the center of a grid. So yeah, you can put it
Okay.
right here or something. So yeah, that works.
Yeah. Then let's say that, it's put there so that it's
That's fine.
touching all 3 of them, but not Pastiche.
Yeah, that's fine.
And remind me again, the reason I couldn't Spiritual Weapon was because of already casting a spell that last turn, correct?
Yeah, it's because you use your action to cast Moonbeam is why you couldn't do it.
Okay. Using my action to move Moonbeam, would that prevent me from doing Spiritual Weapon?
No, you're not casting a spell.
Just wanted to make sure. Now I'm going to Spiritual Weapon.
Here it comes!
And it's going to be next to Jamurai again.
Alright.
So what everyone sees, Zoaz is just chanting and waving both his shotel and his staff everywhere, every which way. Commanding an orchestra
Yeah.
of summoned summoned implements of Selene. And then it is going to take an attack at Jamurai.
Alright. A 15 does hit Jamurai. He's strong, but he is not limber. He's not nimble. Youch!
And then I suppose... Zoaz will move over here.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
You can see Zoaz waving his staff with the shards of obsidian going everywhere as he creates a shotel and just whacks the newly appointed captain with it, Chuman, as Zoaz darts across the warehouse. What would you like to do?
Chuman is getting ready for another shot at the injured. Oh, it's off my screen. At the injured Khajiit up at the top.
Okay.
He's going to speak to Makayla. Can you get up? Are you down?
I'll be fine.
A 25 just barely hits.
Maybe. Well then, we have a battle, so you need to...
This Tabaxi had 3 hit points left, and 9 damage definitely takes it out as this previously injured Tabaxi pirate lady clutches their thigh from the arrowhead and then falls off the top shelf. Splat, 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 splat.
As he says it, he starts moving and he mentions, we'll need all the help that we get. We'll need all the help we can get. And that's it.
Makayla, on the ground, what would you like to do?
Having received no help up, she will lift herself, staff on the ground, pull, use that as leverage. And that's half movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I can't get him. Can I? Wait. Oh no, I'm out of range of everybody. Alright, fine. I will Magic Stone.
Okay.
I will Magic Stone this annoying Sahagin.
All part of my plan to keep her safe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, 16 hits. Nice. Rolling to your feet, you whip a stone at the side, and it hits him in the bridge of his nose. Like,
So those 3, they're all in the moonbeam currently.
yes, you can see the radiance
Okay.
of Selene shining off of them.
All right. Well, let's just make him take an extra 1d4 damage or 1d6 damage. I clicked that twice, just the 2.
Youch! The spectral vultures start pecking at him. It's a fish. Vultures love fish.
So we'll then move over to the side. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Pastiche on the ground.
Pastiche on the ground stumbles to their feet. Locks eyes with the captain. Locks eyes with the Sahagin. Locks eyes with the crab.
Crabs have eyes.
The
Also,
crab
don't
is
forget
the
your
only
temp
one to
HP.
return your gaze.
Arrows them. Okay, just making sure.
The crab took the rest of it.
Brush around themselves. Breathing rather heavily. More pastiches appear. You'll have to try harder than that to keep me down. And holds their ground.
Okay. Boy, this one can make more of himself. That's a great trick. Oi, Deck Wizard, why don't you teach me to... Oh, you're dead.
Rip.
Alright. The giant crab does not make any sounds. Does not say anything. But just clashes its pincers. And is going to attack
This thing is terrifying.
with his claws. It is very big. It's a large crab. 9.
Not large enough.
A 9 will miss one of my mirror images.
Okay. And the crab's going... Oh wait, no, the crab takes damage from Moonbeam. As as Selene's light pulses. Yeah. What is it, 2d10? Radiant?
Yes.
Oh, this crab's done for it.
Oh, hell yeah.
The crab!
As it goes to attack Pastiche, barely missing one of the mirror images, Selene says, "No, stop it!"
Yeah.
And the light pulses, and the crab is immediately boiled in its shell. this matey back here knocks on his water keg again and releases another jet stream towards Xalia. Xalia, not Jillian.
Jalia.
I need a strength save throw from you.
Jeans.
Zalia and Jalia.
Nice.
Oh, pretty good.
Okay, so the the jet stream does hit you, blast you with water, but it's more like it doesn't have the strength to push you back, and you just muscle through it with your extremely powerful muscles, and you are instead doused with water and wet, but you are not pushed away, nor do you take damage. Seeing this, the matey abandons his keg and rushes forward, unsheathing his cutlass. Ah, pillage! Speaking of pillaging, this bosun about to bonk this dude. He sucks so bad. Captain Jamroy, hearing this from the back, is going to yell out to the boatswain. Say, can't you hit one small crab? With your Morning Star, you be hitting everybody else with it. And then the bosun will try to save face. Hey! No! And then bonks the crab a good one.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Dang, crushes his skull.
Oh.
That's no good.
That sure isn't.
And then tosses the crab merchant to the side behind some crates. And then lunges forward. Let's see here. Where is he gonna go? Oh, he's not gonna go to the moonbeam. He's gonna go this way. He's gonna come around the side of the matey.
You sure he does it?
Yeah, he's pretty positive. He saw what that did to that crab. Speaking of crabs, here comes another crab. Alright, I'm pretty sure that misses. It's going to go say hi to Twig.
Can't believe we have a crab fighter in it.
Alright, let's see. Where's the crab? There it is. Alright, Twig. Even though the pirates cannot see you, they know like approximately where you are, so they're throwing just something blindly towards you, and you see kind of like rolling / bouncing, just boop, 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 and then upside down on the back of its shell, this crab just it rights itself, looks around, and then rolls initiative. Alright, that goblin is done. I'm going to remove them. Go ahead, Xalia.
Burning hands.
I'm muted. How high is the ceiling in here?
How high is the ceiling? Is 30 feet high.
What a question.
Alright, well then.
You look up, like there's many rafters and like huge wooden beams, like dark and wood color. It is about 30 feet high up.
She's gonna see these two coming for her, and she's
coming.
literally just gonna hiss at them, and then scrabble up the wall.
Alright. Great.
Actually a cryptic.
And she doesn't get all the way to the... Actually, she can't dash, so she doesn't get all the way to the ceiling, but she's like 20 foot up, and she like waves the spear at them.
Okay. So we'll move you over here, and then we'll move you 20 feet upwards.
Yep.
So you hiss at them, and they're like, ugh. And then they go ahead.
She's actually like, her mouth is made to hiss. It is a proper fucking animalistic hiss.
Yeah, they're taken aback by a little bit, but they're hardy, half-drunk, salty sailors. They're still coming at you, but then you just start climbing up the wall. They just stop and watch. One of them nudges each other. Oh, can you do that? Maybe we should go find somebody else to beat up. Ah, I pillaged! And then they see the spear. What? Captain Jabberoy? Hey, Mr. Jabberoy, that's Captain Jabberoy, or Captain Jabberoy. She's got the previous boss's spear. We'll get it from her, but she's high up, boss. I don't care. All right. Is that your turn, Xalia?
That's our turn.
All right. At the start of this Sahagins turn, he's going to make a Constitution saving throw as the shouting match goes on between him.
Do your
Oh,
bro.
he does it terribly. 2d10.
Blasting commence.
It sure is.
The power of Selene blasts this Sahagin, and he finally falls off of the wood planks that he had this advantage of height off, and he falls on top of the crab. He is donezo.
Crunch. Oh, he's also donezo?
Yeah, he's done. 10 damage. He only needed just an 8 for it.
Wow.
Captain Jameroy sees many more pastiches, and he sees this animated show to the side, and he kind of like sniffs. He's clearly congested, and then he flourishes his wave cutter blade. Boy, that's all I had. Die! Protect the booty, mates, and get me the previous captain's spear. I can use it. Zoop. Natural 20.
Well, it hits a mirror image.
Get
Oh.
wrecked.
When does it hit you? Is it on a 1? It hits you?
It hits me. It depends on how many images I have. If I have 3, then I need to roll a 6 or higher.
I see.
If I have 2, I need to roll an 8. If I have 1 left, then I need to roll 11.
Okay.
Or if they have True Sight or something, then they just hit me.
Okay. What if they do like an AoE attack?
I don't know the rule for that.
Let's take a look at mirror image real quick.
I was gonna say, technically it would hit
Aren't most
multiple.
AoEs?
So,
Do you mean like a saving?
Until
Because
it's
most
spelled
AoEs are
hard.
saving throws, aren't they?
Sorry?
'Cause there's nothing, as far as I'm aware, there's not like an actual AoE attack roll, right?
Well, I think if it's not like a
Okay.
D20 attack roll, that might be different.
They, if there's mirror images, they are not hit, and also not dissipated by AoEs. Okay.
Huh.
So, he critically hits one of your mirror images. In a display, in a spray of water, one of the mirror images go by, just it disappears into salt and surf, and then he's going to take another step and twirl and spin. He does a spinning slash with you with his wave cutter blade. Water dripping everywhere. There's water getting on you. He rolls another critical hit.
Oh my god.
Well,
Okay.
With
then
another
hits another mirror.
with another spray of surf. Captain Jamroy annihilates one of your mirror images.
are you sure that's not King?
Dang, am I sure? I don't know. It's his cousin. And then that's it. Is that it? Hang on.
Did
Oh, no.
did he make his
Please let
con
that be.
save for the moonbeam?
Oh, you're right. That's not it. He has to make a Constitution save.
Can't believe he's a 1 or a 20 guy.
17, so he takes half of 2d10. Is that it?
I'm not
Absolutely,
certain.
right? Well, he takes
Let
7
me
damage.
let me double check to make sure, but I'm pretty sure he takes half.
It'd be goofy if Moonbeam
Half
didn't
as
do
much
that.
damage on a successful save,
Okay,
yes.
so as he's he's carving away, slashing these mirror images, one-shotting them at a time. He's pretty confident about this, actually. As he's cutting through your mirror images, the light of Selene pulses and blasts him with the moonbeam. Ah! He yells out the moon and like curses the moon goddess, tells her to shove off and eat eggs. And then he looks around. He steps between everybody, limbering up. Takes a survey of the situation. Calls out to his crew. "Alright, you loads of flotsam. There's only a few. I'ma drink this healthy grog, and we're gonna go." And he takes a potion.
Hey, that's cheating.
Is it?
Only we're allowed.
Okay, so he heals 10 HP. On the other side of Pastiche, you see him pop this cork. It's not a red potion, even though his wounds and cuts are healing up. It's more of something a little grass greener. And to your horror, he becomes a much bigger dwarf.
I see.
Becomes a regular sized person. No.
This dwarf grows in size, and he is now Mr. Captain Jammeroy, if you please. Go ahead, Twig.
Twig takes a look at the crab clattering on the floor in front of him, and then looks a little further to the giant Mr. Captain Jammeroy. Quickly decides which one of the two is the bigger threat, and he steadies his aim with his short bow and takes a shot at Captain Jammeroy.
Do it.
I really thought you were going to say the crab.
Yeah, I considered it.
Nice.
Yeah, 25 hits.
Oh my.
Nice.
Wait.
Okay.
Better nice.
Nice. 7 damage. He's looking pretty bloody. He's looking like he's seen some combat.
By the way, I've used my bonus action and action, but could I just try this door and just
Yeah.
see what happens?
Yeah, go for it. You open the door, you
Okay.
look in real quick, you see a writing desk with many writing utensils. There's quills and paper, parchment, there's a couple barrels and crates in here, and there's a comfortable looking seat and some stools. Looks like a
Okay.
consulting desk.
Okay,
Or sorry, a consulting room.
that'll end my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Mr. Captain Jammeroy is going to attempt to put his hands on Pastiche. I need an athletics or an acrobatics check from you.
Okie dokie.
Oh boy.
No, this is doable. You got this.
Yeah, this is doable.
Wait, doesn't he still
wait,
have
sorry.
a mirror image left?
It's,
I mean, yeah.
it's only when he makes an attack roll on him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He actually has advantage on this.
Doesn't even matter.
Oh, they both got a 20.
What?
All right, so you and he are wrestling at the moment. You got like hands clasped into each other, like WrestleMania style.
Cool.
Yeah, you are clashing with this embiggened dwarf. Go ahead, Zoaz.
Zoaz is going to... this is an incline, correct? Or am I mistaken?
It's just flat floor.
Okay. Zoaz is going to step back, and then he's going to, once he reaches his position, sweep his staff in a low arc, beckoning the moonbeam over, like, sort of around Pastiche, so it doesn't come into contact with him.
Whoops.
Yeah, like that. And then basically on top of Jammeroy. And then he's going to swing his showtail in an upward arc, and mirroring it, the spiritual weapon flies low across the floor and up, trying to hack at Jammeroy's arms.
Okay.
So let me...
Hack. While this Shodell is hacking. Whoa! While the Shodell is. The Captain Jammeroy is trying to hoist Pastiche in the air, but Pastiche is fighting him. While he's doing this, the spiritual Shodell comes and carves at his biceps. And how would you like to defeat Mr. Captain Jammeroy?
Well, Pastiche, you fall to the floor, not at first realizing why, and then you realize the arms that you were clasping have been liberated from the body they were attached to.
With this Shodell spinning through the air, just...
Zoaz is silent, but he has a frown on his face as he looks over to survey the rest of the battlefield.
As Captain Jammeroy falls to the floor and he goes back to his regular size. He sputters out, "No! I was this close to being the king of the world."
Do the arms also return to their normal size? Or do we just have gigantic dwarf arms left on the ground?
The arms also return to their size.
Lame. And Chuman, it is your turn. I believe.
Chuman, seeing this initially horrific sight of a giant dwarf, and then immediately get cut back to regular size, was going to pull out his hand axe and dagger, but instead he's going to fire at the bonker who fails to bonk properly. And not.
He bonks your arrow out of the sky.
And let's see.
The pirates all seem visibly shaken at this point.
I don't blame them.
Having lost their both of their captains. Clearly.
Let's see. Chuman is going to move up and say, "You'll give up if you know what is good for you."
Make an intimidation check.
Okay.
I'll keep that in mind.
And that's it.
Okay, Makayla. See the behemoth of a dwarf fall, cut down by the Shodel, summoned by the Moonlight Shepherd next to you.
I will. Zephyr Strike. Hold on. Yeah, Zephyr Strike. Move over here. Swing. If this does enough damage, doesn't matter. Don't care. Not my goal. Really only using that for the movement speed. So I get my 30 additional movement speed. And I'm now over here.
Okay.
Is the crab man? Is he still alive, or
you take just the briefest of moments to look at him? It looks like his head shell thing has been caved in very badly. It would be very tough for him. It'll be very impressive for him to remain alive after this.
Well, I don't have any actions left, so it's my turn.
Okay. All right, Pastiche. There's a dwarf with beads in his beard, no arms. His water-dripping cutlass is at his side. He looks up to you. He's like, "Oi, matey." He gestures like this cut-off arm towards you.
Yeah. Pastiche is gonna spit on him.
Wow!
Whoa. Wait, can snakes spit?
Pastiche can.
Pastiche,
Cool.
yeah. And then we're gonna lurch towards this tabaxi over here.
Google.
Stare him straight down. Your captain couldn't take us down. Half of your crew is dead. What makes you think you stand a chance?
The tabaxi pulls out a crab.
That's a real cat move.
I'm going to bite at the crab in his hand. Oh no!
He blocks it with the crab.
No!
Sorry, she blocks it with the crab. You go to bite, she just stuffs it in your face.
A true crab master.
Here, eat this.
Well,
You have a bonus
Pastiche
action you want to
shoot
use?
No.
All right. This matey and the bosun are now doing construction work, where there's kind of like one guy working, and that's the one guy working, the rest standing around. They start just folding their arms, watching Xalia, just looking at each other. Well, I'm not going up there. Why don't you go up there? Oh, I can't climb. They look around, now aware of the situation. They see they don't see Mr. Captain Jamaroy. They look at each other. They start backing away slowly. Like, sorry, marm, sorry, gentlemen. Don't want no trouble. We just some, benevolent pirates doing some booty hauling, and gotta go. And they will. Let's see here. It's the matey's turn. He's going to run at Chuman and just kind of like feint an attack, like move his shoulder towards you, and then which represents disengaging, and then he's going to run past you.
Can't believe this.
just to like set you off guard. The bosun is going to run past you and run into you, kind of like shoulder check you, and try to like knock you away. So this is a shove. So I need a athletics or an acrobatics from you.
Can I trip him?
If it were your turn. And also if the bosun did not succeed. So the bosun, like this big bugbear, just hulking bugbear creature, just shoulder checks you and knocks you back 5 feet. Just and then he like just gives you like a little wave. Pardon me, we'll be going now. Goodbye, no harm done. And this crab knows no fear. This crab has no concept of victory or loss. This crab, this mighty crab, is going to hurl its big meaty claw at Twig fearlessly.
There's only one path for the crab.
This crab.
There's only one path for the crab.
Does a 14 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay. The crab's gonna grasp, like, hurls its pincer at you. It's a big crab. You block it with your scimitar. It's latched onto your scimitar with its pincer. And it's clapping the other one, just as the boatswain and the matey, they are on their way out. It looks like the only thing in here, is the crab. Oh, and also the tabaxi that just shoved a crab inside Pastiche's mouth. This tabaxi is probably going to make the smart play and follow its mateys out. It's actually seeing her mateys also dip. She is going to beeline. Pastiche, you can make an attack of opportunity if you would like to, as this blur of cat fur just lunges past you, extremely speedy.
She'll be fine.
Okay, and then just an absolute blur of 120 feet moving cat.
Oh my lord!
I knew it.
Is completely gone.
I knew it.
She's gone?
I knew it.
There is only an after image of Pirate Tabaxi left.
Back to the Future. She's critical speed. She's gone.
The flame tracks.
All right, and would you guys like to let this medium boatswain go? They no longer want to fight. They are clearly gone. But combat is only over when both sides no longer want to fight.
Xalia is on the ceiling, hissing and swinging the spear at anyone who comes close to her.
She is very ferocious, Xalia is, and the bosun and the matey seem like they're about done.
I think Zoaz is going to fixate on getting rid of the crab.
Twig is trying to shake the crab off his scimitar, saying, "A little help."
Yeah.
All right. Easy enough as the actual pirates exit or are allowed to leave without being further harried. You can hear like the bugbear kind of like muttering to the mate. He's like, what do you want to do with your life now that we're not pirates anymore? Well, I don't know, Zegriff. I suppose we could get to boat building. There's no boats on this continent. It's all sand. We could build a boat in sand, a sand boat. Oh, that's a good idea. And easy enough as everyone kind of like folds down upon the crab.
Crab convergent.
As you all converge upon the crab, you are able to dispatch it.
Thank goodness.
And you all have defeated the pirate menace on this side of the docks. And with that, let's take a break. We've been fighting since we started. Let's take a break. All right, so 5 minutes.
Alright,
Cool.
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Same. That was a cool fight.
Sure was.
I love Xalia going from I care about this fight, like I've literally never cared about a fight before, to completely not caring. Literal negative fucks given.
Ahoy, D&D gamers.
That's me.
Hello.
So, what exactly did I miss with Xalia's burning down? And I
She fucking
assume
killed him.
killing him.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Sick.
Point blank. Burning hands.
Nice.
I have returned.
Does that make you the pirate king now?
Yes. She has the stick.
True.
This stick
King of
represents
pirates.
the pirate captain, king, queen, Lord. The Lord of all pirates.
I'm gonna sit down and examine them at some point, but right now she's following people, and then, people try to annoy her.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's giving you that conditions message. When does it show up?
Sorry?
Erys. I don't know why it's giving... Excuse me. I don't know why it's giving you that conditions message. When does it show up?
It showed up like 3 times when the map loaded, and then once in the middle of the fight.
Okay, weird.
Yeah.
No one else got it? Alright, I'll have to figure out what that is. I'll write that down.
Yeah, there's no effects on her character sheet or anything.
Maybe something to do with the silent image from earlier.
It is still active. I'll turn it off. Ah, dang, I forgot to insult you. I was thinking about it the whole time. Not you specifically, like Erys. The group. I had some one-liners prepared.
The dwarf's ghost comes back.
The dwarf's ghost comes back.
To spite, give us one line.
Quick, cast Speak the Dead on him.
Armless ghost dwarf comes back from the dead to insult us.
Oh yes,
Harmless behavior.
Armless behavior.
Oh yes, saggy ass little shite. Alright, are we all returned? We're missing Raikel, maybe?
I believe Thulius is obtaining food.
Yo, food though?
I'll shoot you food.
Whoa, food?
Show me the food!
He's gonna show you food? I wanna be shown food. Oh, the play, to make sure that I didn't forget to resume recording was to never pause recording in the first place.
Makes sense. That's how I would do it.
I can just edit it out in post.
Uh-huh.
Hoi.
Alright, cool. We're all back. Ready to go?
Meow!
Yeah, same.
Meow!
Same.
Is Sigma being loud?
Yeah, she's like... Her food bowl is not quite full, even though she's on not full feed all now, so the world is ending.
Surely she will die of hunger and starvation.
This is impossible. How can you believe I will eat with a half-filled bowl?
Come here.
Why is it
Say hello.
empty?
In 1 gold piece.
Yeah, Pastiche is definitely +1 gold. He did not take the bribe, but he did benefit he did take the benefits. Alright.
You may have missed her whining into the microphone for a bit. Say hi. Say hi.
Sigma.
And now she's quiet.
Yeah, now she's fine.
Yeah, of course, Sigma.
She's probably looking at you. It's like, how dare
Oh,
you?
there she went. Say hello. Say hello. Yeah, she wants down.
Put me
Oh,
down.
she attacked me. No foot attack.
Alright. As the fighting ceases in this warehouse, there is a dead armless dwarf and a dead crab person and many other dead pirates. There's crates and barrels smashed open. Looks like they were looking for something as they were interrogating the crab merchant. And all the people are down, and you can do whatever you like. What would you like to do?
Pastiche is going to search the captain's body.
Give me an investigation check, sir.
While Pastiche is looting, Zoaz is going to run around looking for the crab. The crab merchant, that is.
It's like there's a couple crabs.
Yeah.
All right. So as you find Makayla and Twig fussing over the crab merchant, he looks badly injured and also dead.
Oh.
Chuman absolutely no. So not even like, healing potion, like saving range. He's no vital signs.
He's definitely barely hanging on. I mean, his skull smashed. You can do whatever you want. You don't know if he's dead. I'm not gonna tell you.
Zoaz is going to attempt to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. You can make him. You can make a medicine check if you want to see if he's beyond healing range.
I think Zoaz would try regardless.
Just do it anyway.
Oh.
All right.
Damn. I mean, that's literally what I came here to do anyway. Like literally, why I used my fucking spell slot.
Okay, so Pastiche is looking at the dude. We're gonna go in order. Alright, so Pastiche with a 15. Yeah! So you look at Captain Jammeroy, formerly Mr. Jammeroy.
Now Mr. Jammeroy again.
now perhaps the late James Morroy. You take a look, and this is a regular dwarf, beads in his beard. His hair is braided back and held with gold rings. Gold kind of like cuff rings to hold the end of the braids. He's relatively clean. He's got this hunter green cloak around, clasped with an emerald gemstoned brooch with a gold ring around it, and the rest is just kind of like pirate getup, rough looking clothes to weather the ocean. You can see that he's got a hand crossbow that he never got to use. He's got, search his pockets, he's got, let's see, he's got 50 gold on him that you pluck out. Well, sorry, 49 gold that he had on him. You take off. He's got some goggles on his face that he lowered down. They have sort of rose-colored lenses. You touch them for a moment, and the lenses feel kind of tingly. And then, of course, there's his blue cerulean blue cutlass with the basket hilt that's constantly dripping water. It's now in its own puddle. You find the sheath for it on him. You could take that if you like.
I would like to.
Okay. And let's see here. While you're investigating him, he communicates with you. And he's like, "Oi, matey, before I pass on to the next world, let me give you some exposition."
Okay.
I recognize this is Khorzaire. I ain't want to turn into a zombie. Don't let him turn me into a zombie. Bury me out in sea, where I belong. What we was here for doing was to take the star map, and we was gonna be the king of all pirates by using the star map. It was gonna point the way to the events that needed to happen. That's what we was here for, matey. And with his last sputters, he just kind of like coughs up water somehow. You spit on him again. Take his stuff.
A true pirate bleeds the sea.
You take his stuff. In your inventory, you find... so you've got the... what'd you take from him? So you found the gold, and then what else would you like?
The gold, the cutlass. Can I take his goggles?
Yeah, you can take his goggles.
Okay, I'll take his goggles.
Okay, so... let's see here. Let me... I should have prepared like an unidentified version of these. Hang on. Oh, no! I don't need to prepare an unidentified version. I am me, and I have a different way of checking things out. And actually, I should have done that with Xalia too. Oops.
Powerful.
Dang it. When you're playing D&D and you forget, like, the thing that makes you special. Alright. So you take his cutlass, and when you do, your vision blurs, and you are thrust forward into seeing a captain, one leg up on a crate, on a barrel, overseeing the ocean spread before you, hand on the pommel of a wave, and before you is a towering water elemental. It bellows in water speech that you don't understand as Pastiche, and it proffers its hand in communal agreement and bestows 2 shards of water that this dwarven pirate lord accepts and places on and adorns with his cutlass, or adorns on his cutlass, and the cutlass is now the Wave Cutter Blade.
Nice.
It has a special ability from the elemental essence of water that is crackling to it. It has a crackling crystal of water. I beg your pardon for being slow at this point. Hang on a second.
Waterway.
Alright, twice per day you can use that special property.
Okay.
The captain never got to do it because he never actually hit anybody. And then the goggles are they're just kind of like a gray. They've got rose lenses, and then, as I said, the lenses, like when you kind of finger them, they are tingly, and those are also in your inventory. The goggles. And then Xalia, forgive me, I forgot earlier. When you touch this spear and you take it from him, you are also lurched forward into a vision of seeing this massive twisting sea serpent felled by an ancient, kind of like admiral, and later its fins are so it's still sentient. Its essence is trapped inside this spear and allows it to change into water forms, and you know that it is called the Spear of the Fathoms. Neat. I am changing its name.
Xalia immediately starts thinking of ways she could set the spirit free and use it for her own ends.
Okay. And also, I have updated its description, so you can check it out too.
Okay. What about the tube?
The tube. What tube did you get? Oh yeah, that is not inherently magical, but it seems like it is definitely a device that will clearly do something if you push the plunger.
Okay.
It is a light gray, like metal gray, cylinder. It's like vial sized, and it is of a size where you could easily hold it in your hand and then just use your thumb to push it down. It is clearly a device, but not magical. But it definitely has some sort of triggering mechanism that will do something. It's difficult to figure out what it is for, but it's by golly, it has a purpose.
Right. So on the ceiling, she's gonna scuttle over to like Chuman.
Okay.
And she's gonna like stand up like on the ceiling, and just kind of reach out, holding the tube at Chuman. She's gonna mage hand to tap him on the shoulder.
All right.
Is it a specific shoulder or?
Whatever shoulder's free.
The first open shoulder.
Chuman's gonna look around, and then behind him and see that there's nothing around. And then he looks. Then he looks up. A bit jostled, but then remembers that Xalia is the one that climbed up, and is like, "Ah."
And she's gonna like stretch herself out to get closer to the ground. You know, so she's not dropping it. She's gonna hand it to Chuman.
Yeah, there's maybe about like 10, 15, 20 feet difference between you two. As Xalia seems to be like stretching something towards you, Chuman, to hand you something from above.
Chuman quizzically takes the item and inspects it.
Alright, so you...
As soon as you do, she snaps back up like an elastic spring.
Alright, Chuman, what is dropped in your hands is a gray cylinder. It is unadorned, no markings. It is light gray in color, just regular steel color. It has a like a plunger mechanism that seems like you could depress it, and something could happen. It is entirely bare of any markings. You have no idea how she got this, but it is now yours. While you're looking at this, Makayla, Zoaz, and Twig. Makayla, you do see that healing the crab would work. He is definitely not all the way gone. And Zoaz, you immediately go in and lay your hands on him and cure his wounds. The crab man is alive, but he immediately moans and groans because his shell is crushed in. Looks like he's not having a good time. Looks around. You saved me! Hello! Where are they?
My friend, they have been defeated.
Oh,
They are with Ayid now.
bless you all.
Thankfully, he deemed you not ready.
Bless you all for saving me. My name's Khorzaire. They accosted me. I was here for customs. The Doomstriders brought me here. He's like looking around. He sees one of the deceased Doomstriders. They brought me here because of the medallion. It's not paid for yet, so it needed to be sanctioned. Lord Zonrun was going to approve it when the pirates attacked. And he produces from his pockets a necklace of sorts with a pendant in the middle, the purported medallion. I sensed the danger, and I took it out of the crate and kept it while they were looking blindly for it among my possessions. You, Shepherd, make sure that this gets to King.
Zoaz nods and will take the medallion.
Does it just appear to be a regular medallion, or?
Well, it is a medallion. You take a look at it. It's a gold necklace with a golden pendant. The pendant is like, it depicts inlaid circles, just concentric circles going down to a middle point, where the middle point is a diamond nestled in the center. You get the sense of purpose radiating out from this thing. medallion is handed to Zoaz, and Zoaz, as soon as you hold it in your hand, it's not the kind of magic that like thrusts you through a vision, as you are aware of, the many magical things that come through Port Tenuto can, but it is obviously magical.
Okay.
But
Zoaz will
also roll a history check.
Okay. As soon as Zoaz has like pocketed the medallion, like tucked it away safely, and done with this history check, he's going to suggest that we get this man to a hospital.
Okay. The history check represents you recalling Hollandaise law, and that medallion being on your person is not okay. It is against the rules. It needs to go through the proper channels because it is jewelry, and Lord Zonrune has to sanction the sale of jewelry, especially if it's not paid for yet. So it needs to be cleared by Dunestriders first, and that process was interrupted from what it looks like with the Dunestriders being, dead around you.
After, having received it, stowed it away properly within his things, Zoaz will mention we need to get this man to a hospital, and then amend and say, I must immediately go and see King. Having this medallion, well, obviously the circumstances are a bit extreme. I should not have it for longer than I must.
Try not to be caught with that thing.
Yes, well, I will do my best.
Twig nods in agreement. King will know what to do with this.
Zoaz is going to stand up and start making towards the pier where he last saw King.
Okay. What else are we doing, folks? Anybody else?
Makayla is fucking around with the spear, seeing if she can mess with the magic that's containing it.
Okay.
Chuman goes up to Pastiche and asks if she's alright.
Xalia's stabbing the air on top of the ceiling, just ha ha.
And she's like, less that and more like running her hands over the length of it, trying to figure out how all the magic is put together.
Okay.
Thinking of ways to let it free, sort of thing. Or mess with it, or channel it in other ways.
Okay. Go ahead and roll Arcana for me while you're up there.
Okay.
I've certainly seen better days.
Would you care for a healing, friend?
If you're offering.
Chuman puts a hand on Pastiche's shoulder. And the hand glows, providing a little support.
Much obliged, friend.
The least I can do. Then Chuman head backs up, making sure to recognize Xalia swinging.
Yeah, you're swinging it down towards us. Right?
The water is definitely dripping on you guys from the spear. As Xalia runs her hand around, also just investigating it, sensing the magical energies. You do get the sense that something is powering it, Xalia. Obviously, because the water is constantly dropping from it. But it's more like a drip, whereas Pastiche, yours is more like a flow. Like a garden water feature, that kind of thing. It's just always water is cascading from it. But Xalia is more like a leaky faucet drip. You do get the idea of how to use the item as its battle intended purpose of turning it into water and choking people with it,
Right.
suffocating them from the air. But you're not quite certain how to just immediately offhand do anything else with
be
it.
creative with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. She will continue to. It will stay on her brain, and she will continue to think about it.
Okay.
Chuman is going to get the crossbow bolts from this person.
Okay.
And see if you can find anything else.
All right. Let's see. There are.
Oh, and pick up the arrows he used in this battle.
Okay. You get. Oops, not Xalia. Sorry, I had you selected. You get 11 crossbow bolts. One from the tabaxi that fell in the back, and one from the dwarf Demerai. So you get 11 crossbow bolts, as they all had crossbow weapons. And how many arrows did you fire?
I had 8 going in, and I currently have 3, so it was 5.
Okay. You recover 2 arrows.
Okay. Do I find anything else on the tabaxi, or that's it?
Make an investigation check. Let's see here. You find 10 copper and 10 silver.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And also a rock.
Rock is the
Also
most important
sweet.
thing.
It's a good rock. It's a very smooth rock. It seems really adept at skipping. It's like a skipping stone. Very smooth, oval in shape.
That's what I always
Flat.
wanted.
Yeah. Very flat. And of course, like their equipment, like they've got a cutlass, their own light crossbow. As soon as you walk over there, like a torrent of crabs spill out of a bag that they had, and they just start scuttling towards the exit. It's surprising, and they they get a good ways away from you before you recover.
Yeah, it's pretty surprised that there's no snapping at me.
Yeah, just
snapping at Chuman.
This parade of crabs just.
The tube that Xalia gave me. I'm actually gonna test it over here. Just fire it.
Okay. So you push down. Nothing seems to happen.
Chuman looks at it a little bit more. Then he just puts it up. Kind of thinks of it as an afterthought.
Okay.
And that's it.
Yeah, like pushing down, it's very smooth actually. It's not like it's rough or scuffed or like rusty at all. Seems brand new. It's just zoop, just easily goes down. It actuates, but yeah, nothing happens around you. Nothing happens to the cylinder or anything like that. So as you all investigate, the pirates help Korikon, the crab monster, to his feet. He's got like an arm around Makayla as he's stumbling around. He's checking his goods. He opens up this crate that has a tube, like a rod, kind of in it. It's nestled against a couple pillows, and there's also a spot where a little indentation where the medallion was. He nods, making sure his stuff is still there. Closes it and nods to you all.
We should see if there is a spot to rest. It seems like the danger has passed.
You guys take a listen, and you can hear that at this point the mayhem has died down as the Dunestriders have pretty much gotten a hold of the situation. You take an hour jaunt around the docks to make sure everything is fine. Unless you would like to do something, Makayla, before we exit.
Oh, I was just gonna be say we should talk to the crab guy and say, "Come on, friend, we should go and find you a chirurgeon."
Okay.
And try and go with him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Search for a medic.
Just as you're walking through, heading him to some sort of infirmary, you see that the Doomstriders have everything under control. Looks like the pirates have been beat back. Their ship dismantled from some sort of flame that have destroyed the sails and most of its integrity. And Zonrune, maybe like an hour or so later, Zonrune gives since he's in town, he gives a speech trying to rally the people back and lift some spirits. Zoaz, you do find King, and just in the interest of time, you do find King, and he nods, and you present the medallion to him. He nods and mentions that he now has a bunch of paperwork to do, since there is now a pirate attack on the docks. I will be, I suppose you could say testifying, but I'll be helping the Doomstriders here and their teams, making sure that we don't have a pack of zombies, a pack of wanderers on our hands. So perhaps we will be a little bit delayed. We won't be able to leave today like we planned, my friend.
Zoaz nods and says, "It is all right. Today has been full of unexpected developments."
Are you okay, my friend? He reaches out suddenly and surprisingly just takes your chin and kind of lifts you around and just investigating you. Uninvited, but he's looking around, and then just there's a shimmer of light from between his thumb and forefinger, and your hurts no longer hurt so bad.
Nice. Zoaz says, "I will be okay. A good night's sleep and some time thinking Selene for protecting me shall be all I truly need."
A hardy one you are. You said that Korakhan mentioned that the pirates are after this medallion thing.
Indeed.
I only know a little bit of what this thing does. I only know that the royalty of Loxnox of Olga definitely have plans to use it to make everything better for the continent. But we'll see it delivered to them post haste, no? Where is Korakhan?
Yes.
Did he make it?
I asked my compatriots to take him to receive medical attention. He should be fine, given time.
Okay, good. You trust them, your compatriots, those people you were with earlier? They seem capable, but what kind of people are they?
I believe they all have the best intents at heart, even if sometimes they may give me a bit of grift.
King has flashbacks to Xalia just lighting the ship on fire.
I
Make your persuasion check. King folds his arms. Well, you've been traveling along with them all day, I suppose. They seem to be feisty. I have my misgivings about one of them, I'm sure, but perhaps you've spent more time with them. But
I believe in a pinch, in the most dire of situations, they are people to be relied on.
All right, Shepard. If you say so, but naturally I shall keep my own watchful eye upon all of them. Well, if you are fine, I must get back to the Dune Striders and help with them, make sure that we don't have any wanderers on our hands so we can repose these corpses and deal with them as we need to. We'll see you on the morrow. If I were to make an estimate, then I think that is when we will have our chance to leave.
Understood. Well, take care, and good luck with the paperwork.
Paperwork. It's the only kind of rest I get, but I feel like I'm not resting when I am doing it. Meet me at the Horizon's Gate, yes, when you are ready? Oh.
Zoaz nods.
Alright, I will see you tomorrow. Rest well, my friend. We have a long trek, as I am sure you know. Then,
Zoaz is going to thank him and turn to inform the others. Go back and inform the others about the developments.
Okay. You guys make your way to an infirmary somewhere and deliver Korik on the crab merchant. You can also hear Zonrune. This is maybe at like the hour and a half mark of you being apart. You can also hear Zonrune say that they will be moving the charity auction to tomorrow instead of like a week or half a week where it was previously, because in the interest of people losing their wares, their lives, their money from the pirate raid, he believes that having a charity auction will help jumpstart things back. And then you all are at the infirmary. Zoaz has just finished explaining what's going on. What would you guys like to close out with?
Zalia's really invested in the idea of the sea serpent spirit, so like she's still poking at the spear.
Okay.
Pastiche is probably going to be looking for Denodo.
Okay. Pastiche nods. Pastiche nods and bids his leave and starts looking for Denodo steel. Xalia's checking out the spear. Just at the infirmary, yeah. Like finding a seat. And then the rest of you?
Makayla would try and look for Zeus, I believe. Zeus.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Zeus. And try and see if she's made any progress on identifying what the that tome was.
Okay.
Chuman is also going to look for Denodo. He's interested in the royal information that he bargained.
As is Twig. He is also searching for Denodo, as he promises Chuman profusely that he will pay him back for the healing potion. Just as soon as he has enough gold to do so.
Okay. Make an investigation check, you three. Just one of you. Whoever's helming the search for Denodo.
Okay.
Someone's smarter than I.
Okay.
Okay,
11.
maybe happy to handle this.
An 11 is fine. Makayla, you look for Zeus. I'll go ahead and take care of those real quick. So Makayla, you look for Zeus, and you do find her back at her atelier. It's not too hard to find her. She greets you, and then when you tell her that you're here for the book, she goes, "Oh yes, I was able to erase the magic that was preventing it from being read, but it doesn't make sense to me. It's just a couple of, well, I say a couple, it's just an entire book full of random sentences. It just says these things I don't understand. It makes no sense. It's written in common, but like here, look here." And then she points to like a random page, and then her finger points to a random sentence and it says like, let's see, let's pull a random one. It says wanderer with his eyes wide open, and then she just flips the page and puts to another one, and it says page with his quill scribbling furiously. See, it doesn't make sense.
Well, there has to be something more. You don't go through such lengths to protect gibberish. But I thank you for at least revealing this.
Yeah, she turns to another page and looks at it and just reads on. Gear set, rising triumphantly. It doesn't here. But perhaps take it to someone a little more well versed in language than I. I can't think of anyone in Hollandis, but I hear that you are traveling. Perhaps you'll find a linguist or something.
Perhaps. You never know who we cross on our travels.
And she hands you the previously empty tome.
Cool. I'll rename it Tomb of Gibberish. At least when the player knows what's going on, or what probably is going on, but you can't because the character wouldn't know.
And then you three, you do happen. It takes you like the better part of the day, like towards the evening time. You do manage to find Denoto Steel, perhaps in the corner of some tavern, sipping on a coconut, sipping on a drink from a shelled coconut with an umbrella sticking out. He's trying very hard to remain inconspicuous, but you do manage to find him with your eagle eyes. He looks up at you as you all sit down at the table next to him. It's like, oh, well, looky here. I heard there was a pirate attack down on the docks. Crazy if you ask me. I ain't going there.
We could have used your expertise down there.
Oh, I don't know what kind of expertise you think I have.
But you can see a glint in his eye.
Besides, I just get in the way, cause all kind of commotion. Y'all didn't want me there. I just distract y'all.
Fair. But about the bargain that we spoke about earlier, you said you would be able to attain some information on the royals for me?
The royals? I'm sorry, sort of, I forgot. What was I supposed to do?
Chuman breath has a big sigh. The information about royalty, I am searching for it. You say you could potentially get me some information?
The gold dragonborn's just like staring at you wide-eyed, like confused. He's gonna make a history check.
Chuman looks to the side and says words under his breath.
Oh, that. I was just playing with you. I was just joshing you. I wanted to see your reaction, you know? I'm still waiting on that to come in, you know? You see, I got my messenger, and, look, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Chuman gives a side eye.
Look, there ain't no libraries here in Tenudo. We're going. I promise we'll find it out. It's just when we leave Tenudo and we get to the next city, I'm gonna go to the library. I think that's where they got books at the library. We'll go look at some books, son, and then we'll go to find out that thing about the royal family. Yeah. Look, when we get to Durlusk, there's all sorts of knowledge and learning, and them teacher types that we can ask. I'll introduce you to them.
Can I check his body language during this?
Sure, roll insight.
Chuman is very on edge with.
Man's drunk. He's drunk, but like he seems forthright and like he seems apologetic that he genuinely forgot, and he seems genuinely apologetic, and he's trying to like scramble and come up with not excuses but like ways to accomplish the goal. And he's just like he's spewing words out that he believes is what will get us to the goal.
Chuman just and watches as he's trying to persuade him that he remembers, knows that he's drunk, and just puts a hand on his shoulder and says, "We'll talk more when you're not having so much fun."
Oh. All right. Well, I heard they, Pastiche, I heard they moved the auction up. Are you still able to attend with your, I'm sure you got a busy agenda, knowing how, sought after you is.
But of course, I actually came to ask you for that list.
List?
The items you wanted from the auction?
Oh, yeah, that's in my pocket. And he hands you he like does this big exaggerated motion of like leaning his entire body so he can get into his pocket, and then just he produces a parchment and hands it to you. It's all on there. Yeah. The paint's at the top because that's what I want the most. It's in descending order of priority. You know.
I understand. I will do what I can.
Excellent. And then
disappointed that his deal was not forgotten. With a smile.
All right, and let's see. Where is everybody as we batten down the hatches for the night?
I think Xalia's legitimately just still in that warehouse.
All right.
She's on the ceiling until her spell runs out, in which case she's gonna clamber down.
Zoaz will probably be looking for the rest of the people he has not yet informed as to what's going on tomorrow, so he's going to be searching the town for Xalia for a long time.
Yep, because she's not there.
Chuman is probably gonna go and see if he can find Zoaz before heading in for the night.
Okay.
Pastiche is gonna check up at whatever inn is closest.
Okay. You guys all probably the thought takes you all to meet up at the most prominent inn in the center of town. When people are lost, you know, you're all seasoned adventurers. You've learned a thing or two about finding each other once again, and you all eventually make your way. I guess except for Xalia, because she is purposely staying in this warehouse. You all eventually make your way to the Scraggly Beard Inn. Outside, it's got this caricature of this dude with this wild, toothy smile. One of the teeth is gold, and he's got this scraggly orange color beard, curls everywhere. It's unkempt, and the dude's just giving you like a thumbs up and a wink. And you all head in. Eventually, everyone comes in together, and you begin communicating about and reviewing the day's events and what the plan is going forward. And as this plan is unraveled, you zoom out from the window as people are milling around in the evening streets of Tenudo as the festival dies down for the night. And the camera takes a peek in at Xalia, who is investigating this magical spear.
At this point, she's like pacing in circles around it, thinking about things to do. Actually, no, she's not pacing, she's scrabbling.
Okay. And as Xalia, who up until this point has been undisturbed, here's a sharp rap on the entrance of the warehouse, just knock, 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 knock. And you look up to see who might be trying to get your attention, and that's where we will end the session there for tonight.
Cool.